Hey, are you independent? Do you not need no man? That's fine. You can always call 1-800 Call a Bear. Call a bear. Hook up with your bear today. Warning. This content creator will not be held responsible if you get eaten alive by that bear.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Get yourself ready for a minstrel show.
Lowered expectations. I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
What's good, everybody? AB Media 83 here, and welcome to the Colosseum. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. And as I just showed, if these ladies want to be independent, all we have to do is let them call the bear. Don't nobody say shit.
What's
going
happening?
on?
What's happening?
What's going on, AL? We got Snowman in the building.
You ain't shit for that commercial.
I know. I had to doze off for a bit. How'd the fever do?
They whooped their ass. 79-52.
The fever?
Yep.
They won? Okay.
We put a foot in their ass.
Who they play?
Chicago.
Oh, hold on. Wait. So, Miss can't play basketball, talked all that shit, and her team still got her ass whooped without Caitlin Clark.
And without Sophie Cunningham, who was out with an ankle injury. They led
Wait, we were out with two other starters, and they still got their ass whipped?
And they still got a foot put in their ass. Oh, you want to know the best part? 19,763 in the UC. Sellout crowd.
How many
points? In essence,
Lowered expectations.
I'm curious, how many points did Angel Reese have?
4.
You're playing your rival that kicked your ass at the beginning of the season, and you only had 4 points.
4.
I love this.
4.
I love this new. I love this new term.
Oh.
I love this new term. How many knee bounds does she have?
Hang tight. I gotta look because I didn't pay attention to her tonight.
Well, offensive rebounds, but in her case, it's me bounds.
Because
she misses layups so damn much.
That ain't all she missed tonight.
Oh, she missing free throws too, huh?
She played like straight up shit.
Yeah, me bounds.
Me what? What the hell did I miss? What? Me bounds.
Yeah, that's a term people call her because she because they point out how she be catching her own misses. They call them me bounds.
2 for 7, No 3-point attempts, no free throw attempts, surprisingly. 12 rebounds, 5 offensive, 5 me-bounds out of her 12 rebounds, and 4 points. 3 turnovers, 2 fouls, and a plus-minus of a minus 20.
Damn. Can you read that for me, please?
Me-bounds.
No. I'm sorry. The super chat.
Sorry, mouthful of food. You sure her name isn't Caitlin Clark Kent with the way she's holding up the league? There is no lie in that question.
No lies told. Yeah. You can't make this shit up, man.
Once upon a time, I didn't even like Sun Chips.
Mm-hmm.
Hated them, actually. But a pretty lady got me into them. Guess who?
Jody?
Mm-hmm. No, I can't stop eating these.
Yep, wives can do that for you.
She got me hooked on a lot of stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. What the hell is going on in LA where Don Cheeto has to deploy 2,000 National Guard troops?
I have no idea.
No
Yeah,
idea.
it just broke over my feed. I just read the first part of the caption. He deployed 2,000 National Guard troops into LA. Something's going on.
Let's look at let me look at some sources here.
Let me see what my numbers are for this game.
Apparently, it's a big ice raid.
A big what?
Ice raid.
And that required 2,000 National Guard troops?
I don't know. We have to ask if BGS comes up. We have to ask him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure.
Oops.
But again, we talked all that shit. They accuse Indiana fans of being racist, and she still got her ass kicked.
And they still got a mud hole stomped in their ass.
At home, mind you.
At home. In the United Center, one of the big games that they circled on there, the Chicago Sky circled this on their calendar because it was in the United Center. They wanted to prove that Caitlin Clark wasn't the reason that they moved to the United Center, though we all know different.
Mm-hmm.
And they got shit stomped. Let's just call a spade a spade. They got shit stomped at home in front of almost 20,000.
Sound like a personal problem to me.
It's a team problem. It's a culture problem in Chicago.
But what do you know? We're a bunch of black men who hate black women. All we do all day is find ways to insult black women.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there are clearly a ton of black women that play better than Angel Reese in the NBA and the WNBA.
I had a big time rant on Friday's show.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get it? Because I made sure I sent it to you.
I haven't checked my email. I'll check in a little bit. Meanwhile, last week our good friend Louis took a trip to New York City.
Oh shit!
And,
did he show what I think he showed?
Oh yes, he did. He
good thing I got my sunshine
statue.
Oh shit!
Oh,
let's see.
Let's start from the beginning.
Who's here? You won't believe this shit.
Yep.
Our favorite gynocratic statue.
Yep. Right here. at the statue of the gynocracy, V-dub in all her fucking glory. Look at this. Look at this shit. Yeah.
He would have been better off going to see
Yeah.
What'd you say, L? Hey, L?
he would have been better off going to see the Statue of Liberty.
Mm-hmm. Because this ain't liberty.
No, it's not. But yeah.
I got more respect.
Yo, what up? What's up, Adric? Yo. I'm at the statue. Look at this shit. Look at that.
I got more respect for the Statue of Liberty because she's got a chain on her leg.
I'm here at the statue.
She ain't got a chain on her leg. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. It is what it is. And don't worry, I got some more fun to go over today.
Oh shit.
In fact, since I'm in my Colosseum playlist, let's go over a video I sent Mr. Z.
Oh shit.
And it's titled
He's a huge part of it. Before
Black Men must reject the red pill.
Hold on. Before you press play. First of all, Mr. Al Michaels.
He did what?
And Mr. Paul Allen.
Are you kidding me?
And before you even push the button in full.
Now that's some bullshit.
It is some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to play it because I want your brothers to hear what these Negroes on the so-called left are up to.
we get started, please go over to Amazon.com and grab a copy of my book, Education and Justice. If you have an African-American son. In this video, I'm speaking primarily to African-American men, to black men. And I want to start this video out by reading something to you. Please listen very closely.
Oh boy.
All right, this says, Americans fail to grasp the fundamentally predatory nature of the Black Power movement, rather than suppressing it forcefully and restoring the rule of law. The worse it behaved, the more they fed it. The result was and is a Negro population, which has essentially seceded from mainstream American culture, to the tremendous disadvantage of both parties. The resulting ghetto culture remains marinated with Black Power ideology, although it is now so distant from the lives of you or me that we only notice it when a Jeremiah Wright somehow swims into view. Now you hear how racist that was? Americans failed to grasp. What he should have said here was, whites failed to grasp, or white Americans failed to grasp the fundamentally predatory
John, he has a point to this, believe it or not.
nature. Predatory nature. Hear how racist that is?
So what else is new?
The Black Power movement. What is he talking about? The Civil Rights movement. As we fought to have basic rights and freedoms, he called that predatory in nature. He goes on to say that white America should have shut it down forcefully, restoring the rule of law.
Good luck
In
with
other
that.
words, instead of allowing us to protest for our rights, they should have shut it down violently with force. He goes on to call us a Negro population. And then it resulted in what he described as ghetto culture. Ghetto culture. Okay? Now, let me just ask you a question. Who did that sound like? Did it sound like a eugenicist? a segregationist, a white supremacist, a white nationalist, all of the above? Well, it was really this man, Curtis Yarvin, aka Manosphere Moldbug, the godfather of the Red Pill movement.
Now, well, first of all, now that's some bullshit.
Shit.
First of all, the red.
you
First of
didn't
all,
let
the
me
red
read.
pill. The concept of the red pill, believe it or not, was started by a black woman.
So once again,
Now that's some bullshit.
to the guy's point on the screen.
Now, apparently, I didn't notice this dude was one of the ones that started the original Manosphere, which was white, which we fully acknowledge, and hence why, because there was some racist elements that which we also acknowledge, the black Manosphere split off from the white Manosphere. He doesn't mention that part. We've clearly separated ourselves from the white Manosphere for obvious reasons.
Very obvious.
We have never denied that racism existed. We've never denied that.
The ideological architect of MAGA's anti-democratic playbook. Yeah, I'm talking about that red pill. That MAGA. Yeah, that one. That Trump. So tell me again, brothers.
Well, some of us didn't even vote for Trump, so and they're red pills. So your point?
Why are you black men swallowing the red pill?
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
Sorry.
Okay, this is another reason we're going with this.
I got trigger happy.
Yeah. All the red pill means is you accept reality. That's basically what it means. You accept the world the way it is.
Tell me why. This red pill thing, it is not what you think. It's not about male.
Oh, shout out to Mr. Z, because Mr. Z did respond to this, and his basic response is because your daughters are a bunch of assholes. That's why we accept the red pill.
Empowerment. It's not about free thinking. Thinking for myself. No. It's a Trojan horse. And inside that Trojan horse,
notice he's given them no evidence whatsoever.
None.
Is a plan to restore total white dominance and to subjugate Black America like before civil rights.
Prove it.
They can't afford to do that shit. They got to compete with China. They can't afford to put us back in segregation.
Like during the Jim Crow era, at least. And how does this plan to happen? Simple. We see it unfolding by killing democracy and crowning Trump a king.
A few months ago, y'all were saying that Elon Musk was puppeting Trump, and now look at you.
Can I push the button again?
Go ahead.
Now that's some bullshit.
It is some bullshit.
An autocrat establishing authoritarianism so that they can crack down on the Negro population. This guy that you just saw.
What's the basic law when you're doing a commentary like this? And but what does my wife often tell me? What's the rule of writing papers and things like that? I think you all know it. Cite your sources.
Well, right now they're just coming out of his ass, apparently. By the way, I have 20 watching. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the Cash App. Support the show. Hit my Super Chat. Support the show.
Sound effect tax in effect for the time being, at least until BGS gets here, and he will get here.
Mm-hmm.
Are here. Curtis Yarvin. Again, the architect, the brainchild of this. Using Negro.
He's not the brainchild of the red pill or the red pill movement in general. So,
Try again.
as you said, cite your sources, dummy.
To describe us. Called our fight for civil rights predatory.
Pause that a minute. I gotta inject something. For every dummy, there's a dummy. Dummy.
Mm-hmm.
This man, again, the man behind the red pill movement. And guess what? They're counting and planning on you black men to play a huge role in their devious plan. And what role are they planning for you to play? Well, at a minimum, providing enough votes to help Trump win the midterms. Because it worked in November 2024. Enough black men provided the votes to put him in office.
Actually, the majority of black men didn't even vote. They stayed at home.
They voted for the couch.
Yep.
I am
A
one
lot
of
of black men voted for the couch, actually.
I am one of them.
But nobody want to talk about that.
Of course they don't. Because black men en masse made a decision and went with it.
Now, so they need you again. And that's why they're doing pardons, commutations.
Commutations?
I wouldn't call what he did Larry Hoover much of a pardon. He still got to serve state's time.
Wait.
Playing
games. Did he say? Did I hear that correctly from him? Commutations.
With Black History Month. And provided the votes to put him in office now. So they need you again. And that's why they're doing pardons, commutations, playing games with Black History Month. All while cutting the throat of the black community. They're going to be throwing out little stuff to keep you on board.
Oh, you mean like how Joe Biden threw out Juneteenth to shut us up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't want to talk about that, do you?
So that these pro-black imposters can say, see, Trump is for us. He's not against us. All while Trump is cutting the throat of the black community.
That's the funny part. We never said Trump was for us. Oops.
How does that button go? Where did I put that button? Oh yeah, my newest.
You big dummy.
This is not something that was cooked up overnight. This has been in the plan for a while. This is something that Mr. Yarvin has been working on for 2 decades. He has a vision, and it's dark. He says that democracy doesn't work.
Dummy!
He says civil rights are a mistake. So he wants a CEO-style dictator running America, as if America is a company. And who is his prototype to run said country? Trump.
No.
And now we got black men, some of y'all helping him make that happen.
Can you push that button again, please?
Why, certainly. You big dummy!
That's what I needed. I needed to hear that.
It's a head scratcher. I'm not sure in American history that there have been so many African American men. We've always had that, but not so many publicly signing up to help white supremacists.
Don't talk about black men who support the Democrat Party like that, like yourself.
You big dummy.
And the guy that I keep referring to, Curtis Yarvin, he isn't just anti-black. He's anti-equality. He doesn't believe in equality.
Oh, anti-equality. Is that why you voted for Joseph Biden, who was an open segregationist? Oops. who was trained by Strom Thurmond. Whoops. Oh, y'all don't want to talk about that, do you?
Equality at all.
God.
He thinks the whole ideal of equal rights, egalitarianism, is a lie. The man says and believes that society works best when a small group of white elites are ruling without any opposition.
What the hell is that?
Hierarchy, real hierarchy, where race, class, and genetics determine who got the power. And what race are we talking about? The white race. What class? The ruling class. What genetics? European genetics, because in his mind, that's all superior to blacks.
Really?
I'm not making this up.
Not just say that.
Do your research.
Do yours. Wait. I got the perfect sound for him.
And MAGA,
You put the nerve to tell somebody to do
as a
research.
racist,
You fool! See, even my cat Winnie
Full
is
problem.
saying you fool.
they're running with that vision. Yarvin has the ear of MAGA. He has the ear of people like Peter Thiel. And of course, Thiel backed Vance. And where's Vance now? He's the second man in control. And he has spoken favorably of Yarvin's ideology. So this isn't fringe. This isn't outsiders, outliers. No. His ideology is very much a part of what we see happening right now.
You sure about that?
It's their strategy. And you know what they call it? Project 2025.
Project who?
You fool!
As you see, they're trying to dismantle civil rights laws or have hijacked them and are now weaponizing civil rights laws against us. And not only that, crush dissent. Okay, again, a dictator-style leader leading the country is what he advocates for.
Jan.
So this whole thing of firing government workers and replacing them with loyalists, yes, he's all behind that.
You tripping.
Erasing black history, he's all behind that.
You put me
So
in a
when some of you
stupid
take that
round.
red pill, you think you are awakening? No, you're not awakening. You're being used to bring about your own destruction,
Push that button.
to bring
again.
about your children's destruction,
Push that button.
to bring
again.
about your family's destruction, your community's destruction. This whole red pill thing, you know, it's something that came from this movie called The Matrix.
Wait a minute. What community?
Exactly.
What community is he speaking of? You big dummy!
Thank you.
Oh, and for the
Looking
super
for that.
For the super chat earlier. Cha-ching. You better thank your donors.
And you got one now, and I'll do the housekeeping for you. So if Trump is a dictator, then how come Trump protected the 14th Amendment of Black Americans' birthright citizenship? That's from Detroit 313 with the $10 super chat.
Good question. Hit the super chat, support the show. Hit my cash app, support the show.
You remember that? Where Morpheus offers Neo a red pill to awaken Neo from an illusion so that he could see the truth. You remember that in the Matrix?
Yeah.
But today's red pill, oh, it's something very different. It's not about awakening and learning the truth. It's a poison. It started in online forums, 4chan, and
No, it's a poison because it made it so we don't put up with people's bullshit anymore.
Reddit. And then it got picked up by angry men blaming women and feminism and immigrants and blacks for all their problems. And then it evolved and went even deeper and became this deeply racist, authoritarian, white nationalist movement. It's been percolating and circulating. And here we are now. It's in the White House. And who calls this evolution? Once again, Curtis Yarvin is a big part of it.
You tripping.
He's a huge part of it. I recently watched a debate between him and a black female Harvard professor. You ought to go and watch that debate on YouTube. So he's the guy who gave the movement its intellectual spine and prowess. He dressed it up in Italian philosophy, history, and strategy. I mean, he made it sound so smart and intellectual. And now it's infecting black men. Black men in 2016, 8% of black men supported Trump.
And you think sounding like an old tired slave is intellectually enticing us to support you?
Okay, I can't help
20.
it. I've got it. I gotta do it. I hope I don't get you in trouble.
Hell no. To the no, no, no.
Hell to the no.
To the no. To the no, no, no.
Okay.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't help it.
20, it was 13%. And here in 2024 just passed, 21% of black men, of black male voters have taken that red pill. And why is it increasing? It's increasing because of
It's increasing because you're pushing bullshit. That's why it's increasing.
It's increasing because we see the truth and we're acting on it, you dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
Like rappers, these pro-black imposters. You know, these
Like
folks
you.
who talk about building up the black community
Like
while
you.
pushing MAGA, while pushing Trump, while pushing this red pill garbage.
Like you.
They may not even themselves know where this racist crap is coming from.
For
But
the
I
fourth
wouldn't
time.
underestimate them.
For the fourth time. Like you.
Because they may know and just don't care about the greater community.
Do I need to say it again?
But I tell you who does care. The architects of MAGA. They know exactly what they're doing. This is a fight that has been going on, folks, for centuries. Centuries. They first started attacking our homeland, Africa.
No, actually, our homeland sold us to the white people. Something else they don't want to talk about.
And I don't even want to hear this garbage about blacks not being from Africa.
You mean like the garbage?
That is nonsensical, non-scientific. That's pure anti-intellectualism. I got a video coming out about that soon.
Oh, dear Lord.
But they first started attacking us on the African continent. And then, of course, they captured millions of us and forcefully brought us here.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Sure.
No, actually, we were sold to
I'm
be.
kidding.
be
I
brought to the
know.
US.
effort to
I know.
subjugate the black man has continued to this day.
Oh, excuse me.
And especially black men. Because if they can get black men to bow down and help them tear.
What are we bowing down to? And why do we have to bow down to
Why
it?
are we bowing down to him?
Like you bowing down to the Democrat Party right now.
Down. Democracy.
Like you're bowing down right now.
If they can get black men to help them tear down democracy, if they can get black men to reject civil rights,
Who is rejecting civil rights?
to hate their own people, then MAGA wins.
You big
MAGA wins when black men do those things. Help tear down democracy. Reject civil rights.
Mm-hmm.
Hate on black women.
Oh God. Now
Brothers
how
don't
did,
get played.
now how did I know that fastball was coming?
Shall
right
I say
down?
again?
You sure it's a fastball? That's an insult to the fastball. Apologize.
I'm here to tell the both of y'all. I'm here to tell the both of y'all. This bullshit that I'm listening to don't even make me want to get high right now. That's how bad this shit is. That's how bad this shit is.
This is not a game.
Hey,
this
B,
is not
pause
some
that a
sort
minute.
of.
AB, you bitch. Insulted my love for the game of baseball with that. An insult to, I got to use that on Monday now. An insult to the fastball. I got to use that now. Damn you.
What's
But
the name for the lighter version of baseball where they where they give you the light pitch? Softball.
yeah.
Softball pitch.
Yeah. That's a softball pitch. That sure is.
Some sort of online podcast debate. No, we're talking about the future, our future, your family's future, your children's future. You never should trust white supremacists.
Salute
People
to
who
you,
say
AC,
the things
for
or
that
write the
basketball
things or advocate the things, the rhetoric that I read you.
Whoever said we trusted white supremacists? You're just making shit up now.
In the beginning,
thank you for that cue.
Should never,
because I need to push this.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
ever be trusted. So, if you need a pill, take God's pill. Take God's pill, which is really the gospel.
Not the cow.
The Bible is a red pill book by definition.
Oh, which means I get to say this again.
You big dummy.
You like what I did with that? God's pill, gospel.
Oh, you mean red pill? Okay. Anyway,
the gospel.
Go ahead, Al.
AB, now you do know you only talking about New Testament. That's the only thing these modern Christians read from. Because if you ask them to go back to the Old Testament, that's blasphemous. That's too much. That's too harsh. We can't do that. We don't want to live by that.
It's part of the Bible. But it's part of the Bible. I think in essence what they're all saying is,
why you bullying me?
You're referring to the how can I say this? The I call them the holier than thou Christians that think they're better than everybody.
The Christian zealot, the Christian zealots, like my sister.
But yeah, but even though Jesus said he was coming to fulfill the law, the Old Testament, fulfill the prophecy.
Get more natural than that, man.
He came to fulfill the prophecy of the Old Testament. That's why you had a bunch of prophets in the Old Testament for telling the coming of Jesus.
You big dummy. My wife is saying that now.
Reject the red pill and reject the blue pill and take God's pill, the gospel, because that's the pill of truth. That's the pillar of truth. That's the pillar and the pill of justice and fairness and righteousness. So if you need help, and yes, I've heard you. When I started doing this YouTube podcasting, I heard from many, many thousands of you. And I understand the hurt, the pain.
No, you don't.
The frustrations. And keep in mind, folks, I am a criminal defense and civil rights attorney. I have represented more of you African-American men, my brothers, more than I can count. And also keep in mind, I grew up in the hood. I'm a high school dropout. I know what it's like to come up in these United States of America as a black man. And it's my heart, it's my goal, it's my intention to empower you, to reach you with God's pill, the gospel, and his kingdom.
Yawn.
What in the
So
name
you don't
of
need to turn
faces are you talking about?
To our enemy.
He doesn't know.
I'm sorry.
You don't need to betray.
Okay, that's enough of that video. We're gonna go to we're gonna take a deviation because I almost feel like I need a drink after watching that bullshit.
Thank you so much for stopping that. Now I can try to get hot.
Just a minute. Just a minute. I got a drink for you.
This creator has apologized for claims made in this video about African Americans being settlers.
I must have missed the memo because when did Black Americans
Hold up, that's an essay in front of me. African.
For the goofy bitches that still believe in marriage and
What in the
men,
Vita
whatever,
Blue Hell?
conservative men, holy men are more likely to essay your kids. More likely to essay your kids. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Be careful. If a guy voted for Trump, if he's conservative, he goes to church every Sunday, he might grape your kids.
Based on what facts? Oh, right, they came out of your ass. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's have a little fun here. Since we hate black women, we don't like black women, yada yada yada. We're gonna actually start with my favorite black couple today. Because their shit is funny as hell.
So my husband finally told me he doesn't love me anymore. Out of nowhere. He just out the blue doesn't love me anymore.
Look at that face.
Oh, so you're gonna act like you don't know what you did. You don't know what you did. You went to sleep before me last night.
Maybe I had to work out.
Oh, you had to work out. Who are you, Ashton Hall? Are you racing against cars now? Is that what we're doing? You were supposed to go to sleep together.
Why do we have to sleep together?
So we can hang out in my dreams. You believe it? No, I need time to think.
Mm-hmm.
She is trying so hard not to laugh.
Yeah.
You can tell they both are trying so hard not to laugh.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
When they do stuff like this. Me and Jody are going to do stuff like this, but it's hard because she makes me laugh so much.
Damn.
Okay.
Let's see who's coming out. What's going on, Lewis?
Yo, Donald Trump is in my fucking city right now and shit, man.
Really?
Yeah, he's at the UFC fight.
Nice. Oh, nice. We have Josie in the building.
What's up, Jules?
What's up, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
Yo, Jules.
What's up?
Yo, do you want a copy of that Clubhouse convo?
Absolutely.
Send me your email in the back chat.
Which one?
Yeah, I missed those long feeds you were getting because I could just hear them unraveling. It's oof. It's a mess.
Louis, which one?
It was with Nicole Michelle and Pink Pill, where Pink Pill and Nicole Michelle was saying everything that this space was saying for years.
Because the pressure's coming.
Can I have a piece of that conversation too? I want to hear that.
Send me your email. Put your email in the back.
Done.
And I'm sending it to you too because I got your email, AB.
Okay.
I put my email in the back chat too. I want that shit too.
I want a piece of that.
All right, let's continue.
Oh, fine. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife has had the utmost audacity today. She tried to order out.
I thought you'd be tired of my cooking.
Tired? Cansado? Baby, your food made me want to marry you a second, third, and fourth time. Baby, I'm trying to get pregnant with your food, baby.
It's not a possibility.
Come on, Lil. Go ahead, Lil.
Monday, Tuesday.
So my husband finally told me he doesn't love me anymore. Out of nowhere. He just out the blue.
Yeah?
In here.
Where you at?
On the couch.
What the hell?
Hi. I was just wondering if you can grab the remote for me.
Why don't you grab it yourself?
It's a lazy day.
Here. Need anything?
No, baby, I'm good.
I guess I get to enjoy my Saturday.
Wait for it.
Enjoy my Saturday. Relax.
Oh, shit.
I thought we had nothing to do.
No, I just remembered I need you to build a fence around the mailbox. Come
Yep. It'd be like that.
Mailbox.
Need anything? I've accepted my fate. My wife will ask me 150 questions on a movie that neither of us has seen.
Baby, where are you going?
Baby, he's going to the mall to get the teddy bear for his daughter, okay? All right. My wife will watch a trailer, say she wants to watch the movie, and then turn around and ask me the premise of the movie as I'm turning it on for her.
No, I don't.
Yes, you.
You want to know how much I love
That's
my
everyone.
husband? Baby.
Pretty much.
They're gonna pay for the kids' college tuition with that.
Baby! Walk away from me. $437,000.11. That's how much money I've made within the past 2 months. All right, baby, I'm heading out.
Okay, babe, I love you.
Love you. Oh, shit.
I. Subject. Who is doing the loving?
Yes, I love you, baby. Sorry.
Have fun with your friends.
All right, baby.
Oh, my little princess.
Oh, wait, this is funny.
When she sleeps. Good night, baby.
Oh, look at my husband sleeping so peacefully. Wait, why is he so tired? Did he even make sure the doors were locked? Am I supposed to just fend for myself? Let me jump in his dream and see what he think about.
Yep.
Do you know where my...
Oh, my little princess. She's so beautiful when she sleeps. Good night, baby.
Oh, look at my husband sleeping so peacefully. Wait, why is he so tired? Did he even make sure the doors were locked? Am I supposed to just fend for myself? Let me jump in his dream and see what he think about.
Do you know
I got a 3-word response to that clip right there.
Mm-hmm.
That is Jody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, babe, I think that light bulb needs to be changed.
I'll take care of it, baby.
Thank you.
After a long pause.
Baby, I'm going for a run.
Baby, you keep jogging like that, you're going to lose all that thickness I like.
Oh, hush, this thickness ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
Good morning, baby.
Good morning, baby. What happened to your body?
You like it? Where are you going? You must be looking for my waist.
Hey, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself.
Had so much fun. Thanks for the ride.
That's actually a big trend on TikTok right now with the people purposely messing up that dance
Cupid
song.
shuffle.
Cupid shuffle. Yep.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
when you get home. How did you?
That's 35 plus right there.
Okay.
Oh my. Try to get out of this.
Okay, you got me, baby. You got me.
Wait for
I
it.
won?
Well, not technically one.
Uh-huh.
Really, what happened was, baby.
Our time has come.
Yeah!
No longer will they underestimate our strength.
Seriously?
Tonight, Jamal and all the husbands will do the dishes.
Uh-huh.
Try to get out of this.
Okay, you got me, baby. You got me.
I won?
Well, not technically one. You. Really, what happened was, baby.
Yo,
Time
AL.
has come.
Yeah!
No longer
Write
will
your
they
email over.
underestimate our strength.
Wait, no, it's in the back chat. Is it spelled correctly?
It's invalid. Is this supposed to be
No, this
Gmail?
It's spelled the way it is. It's my name, the numbers, then at gmail.com.
Oh,
No, I see mail.
the G's missing. I see
Yeah,
it.
the G's.
I see the mistake.
I will write it there. My bad.
Oh, this is the one I wanted to get to. Oh man.
Oh no. Oh shit.
Now, what? This is the reason he got beat up.
Yep. I knew that when he walked by.
Oh hell no! You gonna tap my ass?
Roll it again. Roll it again. I guess.
There you go, Louis. There you go. It's in there for you.
Oh, let me just gotta watch that one more time. That's just funny.
So, can I say something about these two? I actually prefer Jamal the creative way better by himself than when he done hooked up with his now to be wife. This shit is not funny. I'm sorry. He was better when it was him and his homeboy, that other dude. When he hooked up with her, his shit has gotten lame. But that's my opinion.
Okay.
It's funny.
I sent this to all of y'all. So whenever y'all get a chance,
oh
you
boy,
wanna, because it's on Google Drive, you're gonna have
Yeah.
to download it. It's like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's like 30 minutes. You could cut it up, do what you want with it, put it in your war chest or whatever.
Yeah, this is going in my war chest for real. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm downloading it now. But yeah, let's look at some other TikToks. I just wanted to play them to lighten the mood a little bit.
Thank you, Louis.
Actually, let's look at some of mine. Oh yeah, this bitch.
Which bitch?
What's a red flag in a dude?
No money, no car, hella kids, hella baby mamas.
Too loud, talk too damn much, bad attitude, automatic red flag.
There you go.
What's a red flag in a dude?
No money, no car, hella kids, hella baby mamas. It's all red flags. No drip, can't jump fresh. All that red flag. Red flag.
Damn.
Only wear Air Forces and Nike Tech. Red flag.
Okay.
She's basically asking for the conditions to create the problems that she wanted.
No money,
pretty much.
Hella kids, hella baby
Too loud, talk too damn much.
He's like, I want drip and I want swag,
automatic
but I don't want that.
red flag.
Sorry about that.
God have mercy upon us.
All right. Which one do I want to play? Let's go to sip alert. Sip.
Press a button. Press the button.
That would be appropriate, wouldn't it? What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't want to know.
But here it is. Let's see. Sip alert. Simp.
Nobody's pandering to black women. Y'all are just so used to them being the butt end of everybody's jokes, and y'all are so used to them taking the disrespect and everybody.
I'll do it before you even play it, Snowman. Tell me. Gay? Why are you gay?
Get the fuck out of my head. Get the fuck out of my head, because I was hovering over what the hell?
Tell me, what is gay?
I was hovering over that button, you son of a bitch.
dog piling on top of them, including y'all niggas. So when y'all see people, including other black men, giving them their tens, it's an issue for y'all. Now all of a sudden it's pandering. Is it really pandering, or are you just witnessing a frequency that you're not used to witnessing? And let's say hypothetically speaking, we were pandering. What were y'all gonna do about it? What are y'all gonna do? Jump through the phone screen and swing? Like,
Go ahead.
Can I play a song, please?
What song is that?
Use a troll. Troll! Use a troll. Troll! Use a troll. I said that use a troll.
Troll!
I don't live with my girl. I think it's a bad idea to live with women.
Well, time. Halt.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Sound effect tax in effect at the moment, folks. Thank you for freezing it right there. I gotta do it again.
What in the all types of blue hell?
I think it makes you weak and soft. Now, if you have kids, obviously, a couple days a week you want to be there. But I think living
2 days a week?
because you're a supporter, man.
I thought you said you believe in the nuclear.
Oh,
I mean,
it gets
I used to
better.
believe in Santa Claus.
Oh, it gets better. You know who that is. You know who that is, right? You know who that is, right?
I can't actually see it. It's
I can't see it.
Our faces are blocking it. I just see the guy staring at the the guy in the caption, giving the faces and stuff. It's because it's framed in.
That's Myron
see what I'm
James
saying?
talking.
Oh, I know it's Myron. I can hear his
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Now,
To his statements.
yeah, that's some bitch made shit.
Matter of fact, let me give you this one. Huh?
Nuclear family.
I do believe in a nuclear family.
Well, that doesn't sound like a nuclear family.
I wouldn't sleep every night.
So wait a minute. This is his description describing the nuclear family. Describing the nuclear family. It makes you weak and soft, living under the same roof as your wife.
Don't get too excited.
Wife and children. To be a primal alpha male, you need to be separate, living in a separate household, away from your children and your wife. How can you be a provider and a protector when you're not there?
Myron Gaines, a provider and a protector. Okay. A dude of color who wants to suck up the white supremacist and protector. Okay, bro. Really?
But then, if a woman
Who was
becomes
laying in the
independent
bed with a white
because a
man?
Oh shit! I didn't hear about that one.
Oh, I got the picture of that. That's just on the internet.
Yeah, I mean the white
man
supremacist.
Hold on, wait a minute. I knew he was a bitch, but I didn't know he was that much of a bitch. Damn. Okay.
around, she's the problem. Sir, you just described a single mother trying to describe a nuclear family. And this is who y'all listen to, fellas? This is who
we don't listen to Myron Gaines.
y'all listen to?
He's a plant by the feds.
The feds need to find a better plan. I'm just saying.
Get relationship alpha male advice from?
Alpha. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Alpha male and Myron Gaines should never be in the same sentence.
Ever.
I'm sorry.
If alpha male and Myron Gaines are in the same sentence, then alpha male should be screaming, "Get me out of here!"
This young dude to have a platform that bashes women and criticize women for being single mothers, you sure know how to describe one when you're trying to describe the nuclear family. This whole concept of what you think the nuclear family is, sir, this is a whole contradiction.
Don't get twisted. He's a whole simp. You don't need to listen to what he's saying either.
That's all I need to know.
Women, especially black women, I want to know, what problem is it that you have with shutting the up?
If it wasn't for black women not shutting the F up, you wouldn't have the exaggerated mannerisms that you're using now while putting black women down.
Oh, Lord.
What?
Can we get the alert? Can we get the alert again, please?
I can't take him seriously.
Can we get the alert again, please?
1 second. Simp alert. Simp. Simp, 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 simp.
And I like Aquatechi's comment. Como say what?
Like, share, subscribe, hit the cash app support the show.
Hey,
Women,
B.
especially.
Yeah.
When you get a chance, can you play my short?
Which one?
In the
The
back.
newest one. No, the newest one, the short.
Okay.
Black women, I want to know what problem is it that you have with shutting the up?
If it wasn't for black women.
If this Deontay Kyle situation ain't showed y'all nothing, let it be this. Straight black men are the weakest link in the black community.
Okay.
Time.
Everybody say it all together.
Now that's some bullshit.
And say it all together. Tell me, what is gay?
Tell me.
Yo,
What is
hey,
gay?
B, can I say something right quick?
Go ahead.
Yes.
And this is something I noticed because I've been on Clubhouse like since 2023, 2022.
Okay.
And it's something that I noticed. Like, one, the person that started the Exoticals movement, gay man. No, his name is Ayan. And if you notice here, like on YouTube, it's a lot of rainbow men that is co-signing a lot of that straight black male hatred on the
Yes, they are.
internet.
Oh yeah.
I've noticed that since like the late 2010s. Like a lot of rainbow black men have been like, you're not my brother.
My apologies, Detroit.
They are their own entity.
Mm-hmm. My apologies, Detroit. Let's read a couple of his super chats. Snowman, read that.
Detroit 313 with the $20 super chat. They love to lie is the reason why I voted the other side. All black Americans is not from Africa is BS. Now, if they worrying about black men, so why didn't worrying about I missed it. Here's a $5 super chat from the let me finish this one. Why didn't worrying about black women joining feminism and oppression on black men on a daily basis? I see nothing but truth there.
Mm-hmm.
And here's a $5 super chat from Detroit 313. Bible is red pill, no such thing as God pill. He talking about the church full of black women are white supremacists.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
He hit the nail on the head with that one.
Here's the reason why black men are in the church. Uppercut. And they wonder why black women are in the black men aren't in the church anyway.
Mm-hmm. And are leaving in droves.
Yep.
I got an honest, serious question. I do. For all you gentlemen on the panel. If the fact that there are no more heterosexual black men entertaining the churches, why can't the black women get their gay ally men to go to church and support them? This is an honest question.
They're the choir director.
Yeah.
The choir director is a singular entity, one person. I'm talking about if you got all this support from the LBGTQ, LMNOP, QRST family, whatever the hell the alphabet people up to, why can't you get them to go to church with y'all and sit in them churches? Seriously.
Well, there is some masculine churches out there, like the leadership of Geno Jennings.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the old school Kojic churches were straight up masculine. They did not play that. But
I think
who's the primary financial backers of the church? Who's the ones always giving the tithes?
Black
Women.
Women.
Is it the one you want me to play?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the deacons lost a lot of power, and the men had a lot of power there. So there was a lot of
that's the one.
politicking that just like dissolved.
Church politics. It is what it is.
The larger issue, though, was the DEI taken away. I think that has been a huge blow to black women, Nicole. So I don't think that can be understated.
I'm assuming that's pink pill.
How devastating black women feel about those initiatives being pulled back of corporate America because, quite frankly, Black women were riding high for a while. And I think it was mixed. You know, I thought it gave Black women a lot of opportunities, but I don't know if you saw the way I saw, but people being put in positions simply because they looked a certain way and failed miserably. I personally do not think that that's a win for Black women if you've been put in a position that you are hopelessly unqualified for, or you go in and you misuse funds or abuse your power. I saw a parade of Black women during that time being fired, sometimes going to jail, judges being, sanctioned, politicians being kicked out that shouldn't have been there. And you find this litany of things that were improper that you saw. It was just a parade of Black women. I said, this is not the representation. This is not the representation I want. I think this is going to be, this is going to backfire. So I think also.
Oops.
I think also the larger issue though was the DEI taken away. I think that has been a huge blow to.
Is that what you wanted me to play? Louis, you there? Oh.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It is what it is.
The environment is forcing them to come to reality.
Yep.
Pretty much.
And fast.
Well, speaking of Black female fuckery, let's look at some Black female fuckery of the week. Starting with this one.
What's a red flag gonna do?
No money, no car, hella kids, hella baby mamas. It's all red flags.
Too damn loud, talk too damn much, automatic red flag. Bye.
I imagine you probably got raw dog, which would have made you a single mother. And I don't need
you
to
assume I'm a single. You assume I'm a single mother. What makes me a
Aren't you?
single mother?
Your attitude.
Look at you.
Let me finish
No.
again because-
What makes me a single mother?
Shout out to Satan in the center.
I mean, Saint.
We warned you earlier about cutting off and interrupting, and I see that you're doing it again. And
So you can bully and not actually have a conversation, right?
You're cutting off again. You see, you've been warned 4 times. Did I interrupt you while you were talking?
I'm not gonna let you sit up here and just say.
Did I
stuff like
interrupt
that.
you while you were talking?
What makes me a single mother?
Did I
My
interrupt
attitude
you
makes me a
while you were
single mother. Does my
Did I-
attitude? Seriously? Does my attitude make me a single mother?
Now you're behaving
Saint?
like a child. We've tried to establish a civilized debate here. When you were talking, I didn't interrupt.
Saying
Secondly,
random things like that does not. But what makes me a single
you
mother?
yield the floor.
Caitlin Clark is not a Mount Rushmore player in the
you're gonna love this one, Snowman.
I'm listening.
entire scope of women's sports by any stretch of the imagination. Caitlin Clark is not a Mount Rushmore player in the entire scope of women's sports by any stretch of the imagination, nor is she in the GOAT debate for the WNBA by any feasible stretch of the imagination at this current time. Just because she increased viewership in the WNBA does not mean she has done the work in professional sports to enter one Mount Rushmore conversation.
Hold up.
Bullshit.
Hold up.
Bullshit. That's some grade A homogenized Holstein bullshit.
This young lady almost beat Steph Curry in a 3-point competition.
Listen,
that's a feat within itself. He beat her by 1 basket too. That is a feat all by itself.
I think Steph Curry intentionally kept it close.
True.
For dramatics.
Oh yeah.
Being a good sportsman, he knew it was good about business.
True.
I want you
And
to
two,
rewind this
the
and play it again.
GOAT
Before
of
I go
her
completely off.
respective league. Caitlin Clark is not a Mount Rushmore player in the entire scope of women's sports by any stretch of the imagination, nor is she in the GOAT debate for the WNBA by any feasible stretch of the imagination at this current time. Just because she increased viewership in the WNBA does not mean she has done the work in professional sports to enter one, Mount Rushmore conversations, and two, the GOAT of her respective league, especially. You have women in that same league who have done the one thing in college that she could not accomplish 2 or 3 times over than her.
National champion.
She could not reach that.
Well, she's not talking about Angel Reese, so whatever.
That mountaintop. Now, there is nothing to say that she cannot become the GOAT at a later time. But she is not the GOAT right now, sweetie. Not at all. Caitlin Clark.
Okay.
For the
Y'all
goofy
get my
bitches that
cash
still
apps
believe
ready
in marriage
because I need to respond to that.
Have help from their baby's father and maybe his family and refuse to take the help. So then you raise these children thinking and have them thinking that my mama was always there for me. My mama was always there for me. My mama did everything. Thinking your mama's a strong, independent woman whole time. She didn't have to be. Whole time y'all didn't have to be struggling over there because your daddy had money. Your grandma had a nice house you could have stayed in. Whole time you had family that was willing to help your mama, but she was so bullheaded and didn't want the help either because she don't like the baby daddy. She wants the baby daddy. He don't want her.
This nigga that used to call me ugly in high school gonna DM me talking about something, oh, you so bad, you so bad, you so bad. I told that nigga, I did not forget how you used to talk about me in high school. He said, you still tripping about that?
Hold on. Now, in fairness to her, this is why I tell young dudes in high school, do not waste your time calling a girl ugly.
Yeah.
Because you might regret it later. Sometimes it takes a while for them to blossom.
I told that nigga.
Trust me once.
Men don't really understand women. BBL is something that everybody was like, these women don't need to be getting BBLs. But I mean, I feel like it's their woman body. They can do what they want to do.
It's like men always think the BBL's for them when it's sometimes it's for the women. Like it's not to be an image for.
Well, they said they do it for them. They have their ass enlarged for them.
The men all the time.
You telling me women getting those big old donkey asses for themselves?
Yeah. Some of the women do get it done for the men, of course, because a lot of the women that I know that has got it done, they get it done because they want to start an OnlyFans or something. So yeah, I can see
for
them
the men.
That's what I'm saying. Like they get it for.
Do I need to play anything else? No.
No.
Unpopular opinion. A lot of women do not lack communication skills. They are just inconsiderate of you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
they don't care what you have to say. Therefore, communicating with them becomes very difficult. She can sit down and have a full-fledged conversation with her best friend and take advice.
Yeah, me talking to my aunts, which is why I don't talk to them. Oops.
Me talking to my sister, which is why I don't talk to her. Oops.
And never yell, scream, cuss, and/or argue with that person. Don't go back and forth. They just take it for what it is. And they've learned how to communicate their feelings and express their emotions. And they don't have to do a whole uproar in order to do so with their bestie. When they go to work, they deal with a manager that they may not like every day, but everything is cool. Calm, collected. She don't yell, scream, cuss. She don't go back and forth. She don't do anything aggressive towards that person because she doesn't want to lose her job, but she don't like how they lead. She don't like what they got going on. When she goes out into the world, she knows how to communicate with everybody around her except for you. And it's not that she doesn't know how to communicate. She just lacks consideration of you.
And that's why he's not here. His child's not here. His child's friends, like a whole bunch of people lost their life for nothing, for like the smallest thing. And y'all want to hold everybody accountable except for the grown ass 40-something-year-old man that was willing to.
What? Whoa. I just turned away from my other monitor. What the hell did I just miss? What happened? What happened? Play this again.
No, because I don't want to start cussing. This bitch is still hating on Kobe Bryant.
Okay, we understand that you upset about it, but you done got us intrigued and we want to know.
No,
All
look,
right.
you no, look, basically, you know what it is? Basically, with these women, with Kobe, they're mad that Kobe didn't die and all his money went to a black woman. That's what it is.
Yep. They're still pissed about that. I just caught the tail end of it because I was editing something. They're
Okay.
still pissed. They're still pissed because it didn't go to a black woman and instead it went to his family. What's the fucking problem?
Yeah.
That's Brandy's fault.
Yeah. Brandy's the one that dumped him. That is Brandy's fault.
Brandy had
And that's
one of
why
the
he's
best
not
men
here.
in
His
her
child
corner and she fucked it up. Wait a minute.
is not here. His child's
Wait a minute.
friends,
That gives
like
me
a
an
whole
idea. Hey, Brandy, I got a question for you, and it goes like this.
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
bunch of people lost their life for nothing, for like the smallest thing. And y'all want to hold
And this heifer is blaming him for the whole helicopter crash.
everybody accountable except for the grown-ass 40-something-year-old man that was willing to put his life and his child's life in jeopardy for no fucking reason. Y'all mad at Vanessa, y'all mad at the pilot, y'all mad at the airline, y'all mad at everybody but this man. Then y'all want to rebrand and rewrite history and call him a girl dad, which is ironic as fuck to me, because if he was such a good dad.
I'm trying to hold back from.
I'm trying to hold back also.
Blowing the gasket and just.
I'm going to blow a gasket, and I'm sitting here.
You guys have to understand. He literally died with his daughter in his hands, in his arms. To say what she's doing right now is inappropriate, insensitive, and just demonic is an understatement.
AB, I apologize, but I gotta correct you.
Okay.
That's her nature.
Well, yeah.
That's the only thing that's making me take a deep breath right now.
Yeah, let's skip this one.
Let's
so there's
move
a
on.
conversation getting ready to happen around the color purple, and that conversation is that it's an unrealistic portrayal of black men, meaning that
no shit.
What we are seeing in that movie is not a realistic portrayal of what black men actually do out in the real world. And I see that we're getting ready to have this conversation. So
okay, let's stop for a minute. Let's take a break for a minute.
Let's do it.
I have a simple question. I have a simple question talking about the color purple. What black woman did you grow up with that you could slap the shit out of like that and ask her to shave you?
Great question. I don't know of any.
Yes, I've seen the movie, and if you've seen the movie, you know what scene I'm referring to.
Well, that was a good comedy show.
And shout out to Suge, and she's like, "Where's Miss Seeley? She about to shave Mister." She's like, "Oh shit, she gonna kill that nigga." She's gonna get up and run. She like, "Oh shit, she about to kill that. She gonna kill that nigga."
Oh gosh.
But we got some more fun on YouTube to have. We need to cover. How can I say this?
Honestly,
foolish dumbass signifier has reappeared to shit on the Black Manosphere.
Oh no!
Foolish dumbass signifier.
Not again! Not again!
Yes, foolish dumbass signifier.
Okay. Then for foolish dumbass signifier. Oh no! I can't believe I'm going to make this joke, but I'll make it anyway.
Tell me, what is gay?
Well, he's married, so well, I'll take that back. That doesn't negate the fact he still might be gay. Never mind. But anyway,
I rest my case.
Yeah.
Fire.
I'm sorry.
Let's see, where's it at?
Oh my gosh. Okay, premature. Sorry.
Yep, here we go. Let's take a look at this. We talked about this on Mr. Z's earlier, but we're gonna take a look at it now.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yes.
The Manosphere is evolving, but for the first time in a while, I think we are too.
No,
you know what? That makes me mad.
So I touched on this on my Twitch channel a little while ago. I think I even released a little video about it. But about a week and a half ago, a bunch of people, a bunch of the worst types of dudes, to be honest, got really mad at Deontay Kyle for saying some shit that I think needed to be said. When I play this and you hear Deontay talk, you're gonna be like, oh, I get it. But let's hear this real quick.
You may not harass women. You may know how to take rejection. The majority of men that most women deal with do not.
Yeah.
Why is that our problem?
Why do we give a fuck?
Why is it our fault that they deal with bum ass dudes who can't take rejection? Oh, let me rephrase that. Why is it my problem that they choose to do with dudes who are more than likely raised by single mothers that couldn't take rejection? And why is that my problem? Anyway.
And you are accountable for that as well. You can call it pandering. But if I was up here caping for white women, you wouldn't even mention that word.
No, we would still call you a pandering.
If I was up here caping for Hispanic women, you wouldn't even call it pandering.
Time. Bullshit.
Only way you take pride.
I agree with them.
Well, maybe for some of the Manosphere, but not here.
No, I agree with them because it could go both ways.
Oh.
Not all women are gold diggers, but you got to be accountable for that too. Not all women take their
But we both know they're not going to do that.
But not all women take their wombs to the chop shop. But
True.
they got to be accountable for that too.
Yeah.
Not all women put false fraternity on men, but they got to be accountable for that too. So I agree with it, and I wholeheartedly endorse it. Because what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
True.
And show love to black women. Do you call it pandering?
Deontay Kyle of the Grits and Nets podcast was basically just responding to the energy that was being put out there by a lot of these dudes around Tory Lanez and Diddy, people talking about free Diddy as if.
I didn't know we were talking about free Diddy.
I'm not talking about free Diddy.
Diddy was not caught.
I never liked Diddy to begin with. Anyway,
on camera abusing Cassie this time last year, and that all these dudes were.
No.
Hey, well,
go ahead.
Everybody know about Diddy since the 90s, and I'm in Jersey, New York area. Motherfucker still blaming Diddy for Biggie's death. So nobody's here like rooting for Diddy.
Clearly on board for a second with that, but as soon as Cassie showed up and started.
Oh, you mean the public toilet?
Pointing out how she was treated.
Hey, don't get mad at people if they like lemonade.
Oh my God. You're not shit for that, Lewis.
It's like seeing a woman to these niggas. It just forces them.
By the way, I got 50 plus watching, like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App, support the show.
Back into a misogyny hole where they cannot deal with the idea of engaging with another woman as a human. That red pill ideology completely comes back up to the surface. And a lot of other folks, a lot of other men, sadly, online, and this is important for me to point out, they seem to not be bothered by this. And they seem to be bothered by the idea that someone like Deontay Kyle or these other men publicly take issue with this nonsense. And for a while now, while I've dabbled in talking about Manosphere stuff, I've mostly kind of, not engaged with it because I think building something bigger than the Manosphere is more valuable than at every turn trying to engage.
No, you got your ass handed to you. You left.
With debunk or fight Manosphere type energy and attitudes. However, I think it's time to get back in the ring at this point because on one end, we're probably closer than we've ever been at actually completely turning the tables on red pill nonsense, at least within black male spaces. But at the same time, it's also obvious that the red pill is evolving and becoming a little bit more dangerous and insidious in ways that I don't think people are paying attention to. I don't think I have to explain the red pill too tough at this point. You pretty much probably already know if you're watching me, but for anyone not knowledgeable, the red pill is one of many names used to describe the Manosphere, a loosely associated genre of misogynistic content that has been online for really well over a decade at this point, but saw exponential growth in the last few years, especially during the COVID lockdowns. From 2020 to 2023, there was a meteoric rise of people like Andrew Tate, Sneeko, Fresh and Fit, Jordan Peterson, the late Kevin Samuels, and plenty of others. You might think all those names can't be grouped together, but you'll be wrong, and I've already made 2 long-ass videos about it, so go watch those. I'm not going over it again. However, from 2023 to now, those ties have shifted somewhat. Fresh and Fit were demonetized, Sneeko was a weirdo, and people seem to finally be realizing this. Andrew Tate got arrested and has seemingly been trying to stay out of the spotlight. Jordan Peterson kind of lost his mind off benzos and shifted his focus to, you know, supporting a genocide. So I guess it got worse. And Kevin Samuels died alone. How ironic.
False. He did not die alone, dummy. You big dummy. He did not die alone. That's been documented.
You big dummy.
You big dummy. He did not die alone.
With these flag bearers, you would think that the Manosphere would shrivel up and die, and you'd be right for the most part, right? For the Black Manosphere in particular, Samuels was their one crossover superstar, and without him, they mostly returned to their musty basements and group chats on.
Go ahead, Snowman.
How did the late great Red Fox put it? Oh yeah, y'all know this line very well. For every dummy, there's a dummy. Dummy.
Dummy.
But the thing is, he's not talking to us with that statement. He's talking to what that statement resonates to, the ones that hate the space. And honestly,
True.
And honestly, that what his whole statement is really meant was the Black Manosphere, not the White Manosphere. Let's be for real, because like I said, if you look at the White Manosphere space, there is a lot of whack jobs, and I really honestly believe there's a lot of government plants that's inside the White Manosphere.
More than likely.
Mm-hmm. And it's just
on Discord and Zoom.
No, and it's kind of coincidental. Like, you know, you got FD Signify. All he's doing is pulling another Amawale Africa, that he's going after this space just to get more subscribers and clout, but also with what Fresh and Fit did with attacking the Black Manosphere also.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago.
Calls doing the same debates they have been doing for the last decade and a half. White red pill spaces, for various reasons, have always struggled to maintain overt visibility. And while they're still very visible and being covered more by mainstream audiences, overall, it felt like a lot of those consumers of red pill content between 2020 and 2023 started to realize they were being grifted, maybe went outside and actually tried to talk to women. And a lot of them began to move on. Another big factor is that Donald Trump won again.
Oh, whose fault is that? Maybe you should think about that next time you decide to prop up an incompetent AKA who stepped away to the top.
Hey, the AB, did that full file download?
Let me look.
You should play it on your stream, because Nicole Michelle and Pink Pill talked about it. That also.
Is this the one? I think it is.
No, when you finish with this, play that.
No, it didn't want to download, actually. I'll try it again. Yeah, let's try this again. I'll let this play out.
So, a benefit of that is that they're kind of in a refractory period. That's gross, but it is what it is. With their avatar in the White House right now, they just don't have as much energy to go out and be awful like they used to be. But this is also what scares me, because in this previous presidential election, a lot of data clearly indicates that young men for the first time seem to move right in their voting habits, not just in their professed ideology, which is something that's always happened, but it had a tangible effect on outcomes of elections nationwide. And although it's not by nearly the same margin, this also includes young Black men. After years of being surrounded by these images and this red pill content, there were real consequences in the political world, and this has not gone unnoticed by political actors on the right. Trump was very actively seeking out the attention of audiences from Theo Vaughn to Aiden Ross and of course Joe Rogan. Not officially red pill figures, but very red pill sensitive, red pill adjacent, if you will. And we'll come back to what that means in a second. Another thing that's happening right now is that rapper or singer, mid-tier goblin guy Tory Lanez is having a retrial in the court of public opinion all over Twitter and social media. People are saying free Tory, and they're talking about new evidence that has never, like, none of this stuff is relevant, nor will it ever be in court. But it didn't stop a politician in Florida, the whole other side of the country where this shit happens, who definitely knows nothing about Tory Lanez or hip hop or Meg Thee Stallion and doesn't care about that shit either. But this woman knows that if she brings this up.
Yeah, it's a movie file. Can you try to MP4? Can you put it in the MP4 format? Lewis.
I can't do MP4 on my phone. I gotta wait till I get home on my computer.
Okay.
It will activate a certain audience to pay attention to and undergird her politics. This woman jumped in the conversation, getting signed affidavits and alleged witnesses, stuff that will never make it to a courtroom, mind you. But it worked. It brought her attention. And we've seen Fox News and other conservative news sites report on some of this stuff in the same way, because what they're realizing is that the gender wars, especially the black gender wars, are useful for fueling right-wing agendas and improving upon their standing with young men who don't know any better. We're watching the red pill go through a very insidious and, to be honest, scary evolutionary process. One thing I've said on numerous occasions is that this whole idea of I got sucked into the red pill by accident is kind of bullshit. It's true to an extent, but it obfuscates an important fact that I need people to realize, which is that red pill ideology is only a few short steps from normal attitudes that exist about sex and gender. And the reason why it's so hard to consistently combat these ideologies is because we're combating normative opinions that almost all of us have been soaking up since childhood. And this is why I've never taken seriously the left isn't doing enough for men argument.
They're not doing enough for men.
Because the reality is we're doing everything we can under the circumstances.
Bullshit. So
straight up bullshit.
So forcing transgender surgeries on children is doing enough for them. For allowing Transformers to play in women's sports is doing enough for them. Really, FD?
He's going to go there.
That are presented to us. What that means is there's only so much creators and commentators can do on their own when they are in fact going against the very grain of society. The normative attitudes and opinions that lead to red pill ideology have to be deconstructed from the ground up. And doing that with YouTube videos is not easy. And when you're trying to change people's baseline opinions on society and gender and relationships and all that, you're going to sound radical and outlandish even when you're not. And that's going to make it very difficult to not turn normal dudes off when you're trying to show them a better way. So it's not that people aren't trying, it's that
forcing hold on, wait a minute. Forcing transgender surgeries on children is a better way. Shoving abortion down people's throat is a better way. Shoving a dementia patient with stage 4 cancer and an incompetent AKA step away to the top is a better way.
Not in my book.
That trying is not easy. And whenever I hear that excuse, I know it's coming from people who want to be coddled instead of taught to do better, who don't want their
You know, you shouldn't talk about the black woman who watch you like that. Oops, I say that out loud.
Internal biases and misogyny and issues with women challenged, but want to somehow be accepted in or regarded as doing better with those problems when they haven't actually. Doing this type of work, this type of content requires us to be critical of things that a lot of people see as mundane and offensive. And that's just the road we're on. For example, a couple of weeks ago, a lot of people got mad at Anthony Mackie for a couple of comments that he made on the Pivot podcast.
In the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our communities.
To a lot of people, these comments are no big deal. They're benign. And
what did he say wrong? No lies told. Actually, probably in the last 50 years, they've been trying to kill particularly in the black home, the black male image.
And I'm inclined to understand why they feel like this. However, what many people, myself included, people on the left know is that this type of worldview is rooted in patriarchal thinking, and these can end up being patriarchal dog whistles, even when a person is not trying to be
There it is, that feminist bullshit. Down with the patriarchy!
misogynistic or patriarchal, because the phrases he used are just as normal in that podcast situation between men who have shown themselves to have sense and not be on red pill bullshit. Shout out to the Pivot Podcast, we'll come there in a second. But that language is also just as common on the Worst Red Pill podcast, and it shows you how insidious this actually is. Those of us who've been involved in this discourse online recognize that pattern, and a lot of them jumped on Maggie, and maybe it was a bit unfair, maybe it was an overreaction, but when you're trying to fundamentally shift society, as I said earlier, that's kind of how it works. We've seen how his seemingly uncontroversial words and opinions about manhood have been used to justify more toxic and extreme ideologies about women and gay people, etc. Even if that wasn't his intent, we have to address what was actually said. Your intent is one thing, your impact is another, and you have to address both of those. Like, maybe you're a guy that unironically still calls black women females in 2025, or you might say something like black women aren't submissive enough. And my instinct privately would be to just try to like say, hey, don't do that still. Like, stop it. Stop sounding like you're from 2004. I thought we fixed all this. I might just see you as a dickhead, right? Who hasn't learned to do better at this point. Or maybe you just got out of a relationship with a woman that disrespected you and was materialistic and emotionally abusive, and you're resorting to old frameworks of engaging with women as a coping mechanism. That's very much possible. But both of those things, like, you see how that still pulls you into a certain framework that has to be addressed, even if it's stemming from a place of hurt on your part. And so under those circumstances, if I have to correct you, are you going to roll with what I'm saying? Or are you going to be a bitch nigga and go listen to your favorite Kevin Samuels videos while you lick your wounds? I'm just being real with y'all. Maybe you blame Christianity, Ronald Reagan, hip hop, a lot of things. A lot of people are to blame for this. But the bottom line is, a lot of y'all hate women. You don't realize it.
We do. Could have fooled me. I didn't know we hate women.
I have a forward question. Who told this lie?
Apparently he did.
It's so funny because y'all are like caught up in these hate spirals online. I had a moment. I was gonna make a whole video about this. I'm gonna talk about this here. We off script right now. Where was I? Niggas get on my nerves. Get on my nerves.
Oh, is it our fault that you chose and then copied the AKA? It's not our fault your side sucks.
Somewhat connected to that, these red pill spaces know that y'all are addicted to this negative feedback loop, that if they show you things that make you angry and you don't like, that you'll share it, you'll keep watching, you'll comment, you'll engage, and thus you will get them paid. And that's why the Manosphere was so successful for so long, and that's how they taught these more evil entities to hook y'all in to following them to do worse shit to the world. Then I think, in my heart of hearts, I think y'all wouldn't really be about if you could take time to like figure out what's going on. Misogyny just means hatred of women. And it's so prevalent and so easily like subterfuge in the way a lot of people think that y'all don't even like recognize how ridiculous it looks when you follow people like Just Pearly Things, an actual woman who didn't follow any of the things she said and talked about in her content, but you watched her anyway because she seemingly made other people feel bad, which made y'all feel better. The aforementioned Kevin Samuels somehow had a huge female audience because this hatred of women, misogyny, is not a gender specific issue. I argue that the female audience Kevin Samuels gained is a key reason as to why he grew so fast on YouTube. Many of the people spreading this info on Meg
We've acknowledged that
the Stallion are other black women because the hatred of women is a genre of media at this point, and it's an easy way to get attention, to build a platform, and it resonates with people because it's an entrance.
No, we don't like Megan Thee Stallion because she's a liar and the kind of woman to get you into trouble.
It's part of how we think and work as a society. It is not like, and as I said before, it's evolving. So a lot of those like overt Manosphere figures are dying off, which is ironic because if you want to take some of the Manosphere figures at their word, they're just trying to teach guys how to talk to girls and teach them how not to get played and how to dress and whatnot and have men's spaces where they can speak their mind, right? If that is what it is, it never was, but whatever. Let's say that was the case. All of the things that made those spaces possible are being subsumed into people like Asmund Gold and Aiden Ross and academics who regularly are dabbling and participating in red pill rhetoric and activating misogynistic hate movements. I saw a couple of weeks ago academics posting about Cassie after Cassie got on the stand pregnant and talked about how Diddy beat and peed on her for 3 or 4 days straight. He had the nerve to focus on the fact that she, as a victim, told Diddy where Kid Cudi lived. Like Diddy wouldn't have beat her ass if she didn't tell him in the first place. And y'all fell for it because you're not smart, because you're not logical. Your only logic is, does what I'm saying right now make a woman angry? If yes, say it. I saw dudes on Twitter last week calling Deontay Kyle a panderer, and them same dudes are.
And so what? He is a panderer.
Next question.
Joking about killing women a week later.
Oh no, wait. Let me help FD out. Yes. We are calling Deontay Kyle a panda
bitch.
bear. Yes, we're calling Deontay Kyle a panda bear at FD. I hope you're watching. Feel free to come up. I don't give a shit.
I hope he does.
Hashtag Pander at this point. Hashtag Pander. I already made a video about it. You already know, but still, fuck y'all niggas. Anyway, back to Deontay Kyle. I'm really happy that he's emerged, and it's not just him, because there was a moment where I often felt like I was alone as a black voice talking this talk with a decent sized platform.
Really? Really?
I'm sorry. I got a
platform
out.
where fuck y'all niggas. Anyway, back to Deontay Kyle. I'm really happy that.
Okay. You're trying to go up against the Black Manosphere. And again, and you think Deontay Kyle is going to help you?
You big dummy.
We were listening to Deontay Kyle. The dude sounds like a teenager. You don't sound like no grown man. You sound like a teenager. You sound like me and my buddies did back when we were still in high school.
Singing alto.
That he's emerged, and it's not just him, because there was a moment where I often felt like I was alone as a black voice talking this talk with a decent sized platform.
Stop the show. Emerged. Did I hear that word right? Emerged.
Yes, you did.
I better not.
I swear, 2022, I sometimes felt like Jon Snow at the Battle of the Bastards with my sword in hand, watching the gross, nastiest, mustiest niggas in their weirdo channels coming toward me, standing like a boss, ready to go to battle. Of course, you have had folks like Four Man in Foreign Land, Lil Bill and Turb at the time, but now we're seeing an explosion of black men making anti-misogynistic, and really not even anti-misogynistic, because like, it doesn't even have to be that deep. It really is just dudes with common sense that have been around the whole time that don't hate women, grabbing a microphone from these lame ass niggas that got propped up by the algorithm. So yes, Deontay Kyle is blowing up on podcast land and TikTok. I talked to Professor Odie on a few occasions, and he built a large following doing the same shit. Justin Scott has blown up on TikTok and Instagram in the past few months. I mentioned the Pivot podcast earlier, and they're not perfect, but they're really good at addressing these issues and spreading a certain type of ideology around what real black masculinity looks like. And speaking of imperfect, Mark Lamont Hill on the Joe Budden podcast has been a revelation of what's possible when niggas with sense are allowed to penetrate red pill echo chambers. It's ironic that they will say that we're the ones in echo chambers and that we're the ones pandering, but go look
at an echo chamber, you dumb son of a bitch.
At them old Kevin Samuels videos and watch them dudes twerking in the comment section in the chat, dropping thousands of dollars alive on Kevin Samuels just so he'll talk bad about black women. But y'all call us panderers. And this is just those who have made a splash in the mirror. This is not even those.
That is intellectually dishonest. You know why? Because you came in hella late. Because did you not recall when Kevin first came to YouTube, he was talking to men?
Yes.
Yes.
So that automatically debunks the bullshit you're talking about.
And blows it to smithereens.
On the way, just getting started.
Pause. Rewind. Go back 5 seconds.
And bubbling pill echo chambers. It's ironic that they will say that we're the ones in echo chambers and that we're the ones pandering, but go look at them old Kevin Samuels videos and watch them dudes twerking in the comment section in the chat, dropping thousands of dollars alive on Kevin Samuels just so he'll talk back.
That's what they're mad about right there. It's the money.
Yes.
They feel that no one with this philosophy should be making that type of money.
And
it always been about the money.
Well, here's you know the funny thing about this whole thing, you busy shitting on the red pill. You know all this shit you talk about the red pill, even people from the red pill will tell you, if you want the red pill to go away, simply change the laws.
That's it.
Change the laws.
But
we are telling you, we are literally telling you how to destroy us. You know how to destroy us? Change the laws.
Change the laws.
That's it.
But
we
they don't
will immediately
about black women.
You make DNA testing. You make DNA testing, mandatory DNA testing, 50-50 custody, mandatory, and abolish alimony. The red pill dies overnight.
but y'all call us panderers. And this is just those who have made a splash recently. This is not even those on the way, just getting started and bubbling beneath the surface of relevancy. Going back to the whole the left doesn't care about men thing, again, always been a cop-out to me.
First of all, what's up, Lion? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Second of all, a cop-out? Take a look in the mirror, you dumb motherfucker.
Said by people who paradoxically themselves are not really trying to move left for the most part. What those people really mean is that the left is expecting a level of accountability and decorum from men who want to be respected in our spaces or respected in general online, but they aren't ready for that level of commitment yet. They want to be babied and coddled and not be checked on their toxic behavior, and they want to be able to act like something's wrong with the world if somebody points to them and says, hey, you fucked up when you said this and when you did this and when you thought this. They don't want to actually be corrected. They just want to set the standard at the comfort zone that they're stuck at. And don't get me wrong, there's a problem with purity testing that happens in leftist spaces, but not nearly to the degrees that these complaining ass niggas think there is. But even that is starting.
You mean like you when you first came to this space and got your ass handed to you?
Yes.
Hey,
because there are so.
AB, can I say something right quick?
Go ahead.
And it's funny, and I'm surprised nobody really never said it. Their main complaints is about the younger males that is so-called misogynistic. I can make the argument that most of these because there are misogynistic males, but I can make the argument they were created by the byproduct of coming out of a single mother home.
True.
The same people that they back up and support.
Yep.
The same environment that they're in has created the men that they're complaining about. If that would never happen, none of those people would have came to this space. Because the earlier people in early Red Pill, because I remember 1.5 and 1.0, they were never these men that the ones that they complain about now, especially these women. They're the byproduct of this situation right now.
Agreed.
That like in the words of Sergeant Willie Pete, when you don't take care of Gizmo, you got to deal with the gremlins. Everything that's been happening created these gremlins. I rest my mic.
Just owning the problem in better, more visible spaces. I've always believed that red pill ideology, the way those dudes move and look at its core, is unpopular. Normal dudes, even misogynistic and patriarchal ones, which is still a thing, look at the red pill niggas like they're fucking weirdos, because they are. But misogyny and patriarchy are not unpopular in themselves. And what we have finally is a wave of men pushing directly against that in the way that tends to present itself online and how it tricks all these different people into thinking that this is normal ways of thinking. It's happening in a way that's resonating on multiple frequencies, not just FD Signifier and his channel and channels, but different dudes from different walks of life and different ways of presenting are coming to the same conclusions. And that's how we start a wave. Now, understand, this is a wave. The political moment and rise of Trump is helping to make all this possible, and we're still fighting an uphill battle, so we need folks to keep pushing. But I do just want to claim that victory and the amount of growth and momentum that we
What victory? Your side lost.
have now compared to how it felt in this space 3 or 4 years ago. So
Give me this
shout out
button
to everyone I mentioned in
Give me this goddamn button.
Now that's some bullshit.
this video. Shout out to y'all for watching. If you're new here, you want more, let me introduce.
Yeah, that's the end of the video.
Listen, dog. It's a very simple question. All this talk about misogyny, it's a very simple question. Who creates misogynistic men? Single mothers or single fathers?
Single mothers.
Misandrous, single, black women.
Because if you keep talking about all these misogynistic men, we don't deny they exist, but where do they normally come from?
Single mothers.
Because you want to, because using your words, you want to attack it at the root, right? Where's the root, FD?
There's the root, right there.
Where's the root?
I'll take it a step further. Where are all these dudes who can't accept rejection? Where do they come from?
Where do they come from?
Single mothers who can't take rejection either. Oops.
Did we say that aloud and proud?
So using your own words, you want to attack it at the root. You know where the root is, right? Especially if you're talking to young black men. You know where the root is, right?
Why are half the black dudes in prison now over a woman they were fighting for?
Yep.
And where did those men in prison come from?
Single mother households.
So you want to attack it at the root, right? But you can't even admit that.
They won't admit it aloud. Matter of fact, for my buddy Lion, I got a new button for you.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh, wait.
You got it?
Yes, I do. I do have it. Never went anywhere.
What in the all types of blue hell?
That's the one thing. That's why I'm aching. You feeling so bold? Why don't you bring your punk ass over here so we can ask you that question, so we can watch you stumble to answer it? You want to attack all this shit at the root. All these misogynistic men you talking about, where do they come from? What kind of household do they normally grow up in?
He will fumble that like Ezekiel. He'll fumble that like Ezekiel Elliott on the goal line.
He's not gonna do it.
By the way, this show has been brought to you by.
Oh no!
Hey, are you independent? Do you not need no man? That's fine. You can always call 1-800-CALL-A-BEAR. Call a bear. Hook up with your bear today. Warning. This content creator will not be held responsible if you get eaten alive by that bear.
Call a bear now. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the Cash App, support the show. Hit the Super Chat, support the show. Yes, I know I ain't shit for that ad, but still.
AB, you forgot something.
What?
And I'm very disappointed in you.
What?
You should have put a disclaimer. No animals were harmed while doing that commercial.
You ain't shit. Oh man, read that for me, Snowman, please. Shout out to my boy Adrian Thomas.
I gotta stop crying first from laughter. You ain't shit for that, Lewis. Adrian Thomas with the super chat. For context, FD is in Atlanta the same time as KS. KS had a condo in Buckhead and was a celebrity in Atlanta. Nobody knows who FD is here. Even if it wasn't a red pill, he still gets no traction in the most polarizing city in America, Atlanta.
Damn. Yeah, and Adrian would know.
And here's the thing. I mean, this whole video reads that the red pill stuff is spreading and you can't do shit about it. Why do you think that is? Why? So in other words, everyone, all these people are not red pill, but yet they're all saying the same thing. And the only thing you can come up with is blaming the red pill. But these guys are not red pill, but they're still saying the same thing. You don't think there's an inherent problem over there? Is it really the red pill you want to address, or is it you scared of the bigger problem you want to address because it's too big for you?
Bigger than two sets of elephants that fill up Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis?
Like you can, like my thing. I mean, like all this talking shit about the red pill ain't gonna solve your problem.
It's not gonna change a thing.
But all this bread tube section is nothing but a new age modern black church. It's the same environment.
That's all it is.
Exactly what it is.
That's all it is.
Because look, they can't address the question because then their support will dry up. Their monetary support would dry up.
The thing I find hilarious about all he's saying, you acting like we gonna start crying because young men don't go red pill. They don't have to.
No.
They don't have to identify that there's seriously a problem when it comes to dating and mating with women. That at the end of the day, it's getting so potent. It does not matter who's red pill and who's not. It doesn't matter.
Nope.
And I can make the arguments also. One, these red pill spaces don't even have to advertise. It ain't like we going up to young boy. It ain't like we're going to young boy. Like, you want a red pill? You want to? No, it ain't. No, their behavior is bringing the males to this space.
To the space. To the space.
I swear to God, I was not recruited. No one handed me a card.
No one
or
handed me a card.
pamphlet.
No one handed me a card either. I discovered this space, I want to say early 2017, when I was going through all 50 Shades of Hell.
That's the cold part is you out there. You know the difference between you and us is we don't hand out pamphlets or cards. You out there
Right.
handing out pamphlets or cards, and you still can't get the numbers.
Well, you know how I found this space? It was easy because I came up in the conscious community and conspiratorial stuff with conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm.
When I started hearing these videos, I was like, this is the shit me and my boys be talking about, and this is the shit I be hearing in the barbershop.
Yep.
Happened to me too.
This is the shit my uncles were talking about.
Same thing. Well, something like that happened to me. It was weird for me. It was around the time I first got divorced, and I had gotten divorced around 2021, 2022, and then I started dating again, and I just noticed something, and I just like, yo, I just said out loud, like, yo, what the fuck is going on around here?
Right.
I'm like, something is off.
Way off.
And then next thing I know that's when I don't know how the hell I just stumbled upon Coach Greg Adams. I don't even know how it happened. I just stumbled upon him in YouTube. It started with him, like it first started with Black Phillip or Patrice O'Neal. That's one of the first people I started listening to.
I completely stumbled upon this space when I was going through, as I said, 50 Shades of Hell, living in LaPorte, Indiana at the time. And then I got a job opportunity to move to Jasper, hello, small town Indiana. And that's when I found this space, and then everything just exploded after that.
You want to know how I found this space? Believe it or not, for about 4 or 5 months, I had been consuming Lisa Cabrera and Taurine Rain. One day, Taurine Rain listed some of the people he listened to. He listed BGS, Angry Man, and a couple other people. I got hooked on Angry Man first, then I eventually came to BGS. That's how I got into Black Manosphere.
That was my path. I listened to Angry Man first for the longest. Cynthia G kept pissing me off, so I got hooked on the Angry Man, and then BGS soon after that.
Well, are any of y'all familiar with Pal Talk?
With who?
Pal Talk. It was an app. It's something like Clubhouse, but it was popular during the time when Blog Talk Radio was out. It was an audio app.
I remember Blog Talk Radio, but not familiar with.
This was during the same time, and the stuff that was being spoken now was being spoken because you can make up any type of room. You can make rooms on cars, travels, anything. And it used to be talking about a lot of this shit here, like what we talk about in this space. Then, when I got to YouTube, I found Black Ram, Thugtician, Pink Elephant,
nice,
Barbarossa. I remember Angry Man when he first came out with his first of like 50,000 channels that were constantly getting taken down. When he was in his car and sitting on his couch.
Right.
And then Bitter Truth, Art New Style, BGS, all that. So Bitter
Truth and Art New Style I found lately, like in the last 3 years.
Yeah, well, Art New Style used to be in Black Ram and in the chat there when Black Ram was doing this stuff.
Okay. Yeah. There's a couple of others I follow. I didn't realize I'd forgotten about them. Kevin Samuels used to take me to and from the ballpark when I worked in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Kevin Samuels took me to and from the ballpark, from the stadium, whenever I had a football game to do, and my wife couldn't join me.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying? It's all the thing we're saying in common is no one recruited us.
No.
That's
No
the thing
one.
that FD is talking like motherfuckers just got recruited like in the military or something. Like no one handed us a pamphlet or a card. We just
Not at
found
all.
it.
That we stumbled upon it. We stumbled all the way upon it. Here's a super chat from Detroit 313. I found this space throughout by Kevin Samuels back in 2019, 2020, then Red Supreme back in 2021, where he goes in on Divestors, Angry Man, and Ant T.
Yeah.
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 But you know the cool part about
Red
this,
Supreme, Red Supreme, I follow him too with some of the things that he was talking about.
But the part he misses all the time, because he'll fall back to that punk ass rail like, oh, it's the algorithm. That's why you're able to find all these people once you looked upon. I was like, yeah, but you do ever really hear the conversations? You know, then if you actually sat and listened to the conversations, majority of the time, men are held accountable. No one's coddled over here.
Mm-hmm.
There's no coddling going on.
No, it's nothing but straight talk going on.
Shit, back in the day, I used to listen to every morning, all the time when MOT used to come in the mornings. Him and Roger, Roger Report. I used to listen to hardcore to Tony Maceo.
Yeah.
So I mean, like
we're all here.
That's the thing. Pete, he don't even know the history of this space, so he's just bumping his gums.
That's all he's doing.
That's all.
I tell people all the time. I've talked to Kevin. Because he talked to the men first.
He did.
He talked to men first.
I've been on the panel with him.
He literally had to run his gauntlet through the Colosseum on Saturdays to get well known. It was BGS who brought him into this sector. People don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
And remember Paul Proteus?
No, I don't remember him. That's before him. But I came in right around the time when it wasn't. I came in right around the time when BGS first introduced Kevin to this space.
Yeah, that had to have been the third
I found
year of
Angry Man.
Colosseum.
I was listening to Angry Man, Coach Greg Adams. I was listening to all of them too. Like at the end of the day, I don't know what FD do this shit. I mean, somebody needs. I'm like, put it like this: you better hope them white boys don't get in your ass, because that's it.
If they get to you, it's over.
They get to you. You better hope Rolo don't want to do battle. You better hope Rolo don't find out about you.
And if he does,
oh, by the way, Dr. Tommy Curry already had found out about him and called him out in the stream.
Oh boy,
good.
Let the calling out begin. Please
shut him up. Like, dude, you're not out. Like, at the end of the day, even all this shit you talking, all this defending women you're doing, you know that ain't gonna get them married, right? That's not gonna get them. That's not gonna get them a man. So you want more black couples? Cool. But how exactly do you plan on accomplishing that without addressing the women?
Well, Lion, if they don't want them to get married, well, they can always. Well, how can I
do it?
Hey, are you independent? Do you not need no man? That's fine. You can always call 1-800. Call a bear. Call a bear. Hook up with your bear today. Warning. This content creator will not be held responsible if you get eaten alive by that bear.
With 1-800 call Yogi. 1-800 call Yogi.
Disclaimer: no animals were harmed during the making of this commercial. PETA, please do not come for us.
You're right. I should put in that egg just to piss off PETA.
Oh yeah, but I like whatever though. You can't do.
I'll voice it and send it to you, AB.
Listen, until you, it's just this is the harsh truth about it. Until you change the laws, the red pill ain't going nowhere. Is that
sure aren't? They sure aren't.
That simple. Red pill ain't going nowhere. And good. Let's go and let cool. Assemble all the panda niggas you can find. Because at this point, assemble all the panda niggas you can find so they can go ahead and lie, and then those same young men can go outside and then learn the hard way. We don't even have to recruit them.
No.
We don't have to recruit them. We don't have to pull them on the street. The woman will do all the work for us.
And roll the red carpet right into their grave.
But you know what's so funny? They worry so much about this space. What they need to worry about is these white boys jumping off the cliff and acting out.
You ain't got nothing for them white boys.
Not
you ain't got nothing for us. You damn sure ain't got nothing for them white boys. When a white boy want to crash out, it's just best to have your gun on you and be ready to get the fuck up out of there.
There's no finer case of crashing up than a good old redneck white boy. Boy, I'm trying to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing he don't want to address. You busy worried about black men crashing out. We're the last ones you should be worried about.
It's not just him. They need to be worried about their own so-called lefties, or as Jimmy Dore calls them, shit libs. Case in point, if you don't understand what I mean by shit lib, here you go. This is a textbook example of a shit lib.
Oh no.
It's never going to end. Yes, we're talking down to you fucking people. Yes. Are you talking to? Yes. But I thought that, no. What happened to intolerant, or what happened to the tolerant? Bitch, that bitch took a boat ride. The fuck are you talking about? Yes. Yes, we're talking down to y'all. I make it my fucking business every morning before I even get on the microphone to put my feet on the ground, stand up straight, bad knees, bad back, bad shoulders, disc narrowing in my neck to say, I am so much better than MAGA. I am so much better than any MAGA supporter. And I mean every fuck.
Oh, let me state for the record, Thomas, the invitation still stands. You want to come up here and debate me? You can do so.
Syllable of this.
What is gay?
What the fuck makes y'all think we gonna be nice to y'all?
What the fuck makes you think we want to be nice
what
to you?
What in your goddamn mind makes you think that we, those of us who are not on the orange Julius cock, is ever gonna be nice to you? What?
I'd like to counter that question.
You are out of your motherfucking mind. All day, every day. I'm better than MAGA. Dun, 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 dun.
I like to counter that question. Who the fuck convinced you we give a fuck about your kindness?
Really?
Hey, look.
Who told you that? Who told you we care?
Hey, AB.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should do a GTA 6 party stream when GTA 6 launches.
Yo, let me get that invite.
You're gonna see so many fucking crash outs by these women because everybody's gonna go into seclusion. And you thinking women are complaining now that
oh boy.
that nobody's paying them attention.
Wait till that comes out.
If women want to do damage, try to just prevent GTA 6 from coming out.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Which ain't gonna be successful.
I triggered him. I triggered this dude because I straight told him to his on his stream that nobody's gonna kiss the Democrat Party's ass for you. So this was his response to me.
Oh no.
Oh, he don't have it anymore. What a shock.
Oh man.
Oh, he took it down.
Of course.
He may have blocked me. No, he didn't block me because he didn't block me. He just took that video down. Not surprising.
But he talking all that video like, who told you we cared about your kindness? Who asked you for who asked you? Who asked you? What the hell in God's green earth convinced you that anyone cared about your kindness?
Unfortunately
Sure,
for him,
nice.
believe it or not, I still technically do have a copy of that video.
You ought to play it.
Like the nerve to you even say that. You talking like somebody's supposed to care about you being nice or not.
Mm-hmm.
You could be nice, you could be mean. Stay the fuck out my way.
Exactly.
Let's see here. Yep, here it is. Let's skip. All right.
This particular hack right here.
Oh, yep, here it is.
It never fails. It never fails. No matter how much I talk about being above politics, some political hack will come in.
Above politics, you kiss it. You spit. If we go to this dude's channel, all he does is kiss the Democrat Party's ass. You're not above politics. You're just a shitty liberal. You're not above politics at all.
This particular hack right here has been snipping at my nuts for years now.
When is the last time I played something about his on my channel? Anyway.
See, him and I can't see eye to eye.
Yes, he's making fun of my eyesight. I really don't care.
He likes to come in and talk shit, but I can't see why the fuck he would want to do that. Nobody is going to kiss the Democrat Party ass. Who in the fuck asked them to do so?
You did.
Oh, you'll understand why I told him that. Because I'm going to put context to this.
Well, kids, he hasn't been embarrassed enough. Let's see if I can embarrass him some.
Oh, he's gonna quote unquote try to embarrass me now.
No, he's gonna get the belt.
It's
no.
AD 83.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Which means he was born in 1983.
And
the problem
which
is,
means I have.
Which means I'm a grown man. Pretty much. And I have to take your shit.
Pretty much.
Have at least 13 years, no, 12 years more experience.
Motherfucker, you were barely a teenager when I was born. Fuck you.
Teenager.
Than this idiot is. And as you can see,
wow, am I supposed to be impressed? Is
No.
that supposed to intimidate me somehow?
No.
You might have had a point. You said 2022.
Right, I can see if
Well,
you was CPS's
shut up.
age, but if you were like 12 or 13, nigga, fuck you.
You probably
got,
still
quote,
sucking on
unquote, 13
lollipops.
more
Shut
years
up.
more experience than I do.
Fuck you, and
Okay.
fuck a whole
Okay,
lot
really?
of you.
And by the way, I've tagged his YouTube channel in here, so he's more than welcome to join the panel. Yeah, I tagged him in this video, so he knows. I don't really care, as you can see. But let's continue.
12 years. You were still sucking on lollipops.
this is all he does. This is it. There's no media. It's just him.
Oh,
No media.
I'm so
Wait
glad-
a minute.
Oh, wait, I am so glad he said that. Didn't read that super chat for me when we get a chance. I'm so glad he said no media. Huh? Oh, okay.
Hey, are you independent? Do you not need no man? That's fine. You can always call 1-800 Call a Bear. Call a bear. Hook up with your bear today. Warning. This content creator will not be held responsible if you get eaten alive by that bear.
No bears were harmed during the making of that video. There's no media, huh? Wait. What do you say? There's no media. Oh, okay, let's I don't create content. I don't create media at all, huh? Okay. I'm independent. You big dummy. Nobody else created that. I didn't pay anybody to create that. That came from me. But you know, it just so happens I haven't uploaded. I don't upload on TikTok like that. So
I'm waiting on this dude to make. I'm waiting on this dude to make.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get it. Hold on. Well, at least he put on a suit this time. Last time he had
actually, in all fairness, that's an AI generated imagery, but you know,
profile picture didn't look good. It didn't look good.
Actually, yes, it is an AI generated image. I just made it look good.
So once again,
I'm not trying to date you, nigga. So why do you care about how my profile picture look? I'm not trying to date you. And for the record, I'm not trying to date any heifer that follows you.
Try to go TAB.
Biatch.
To take somebody's child to school, especially a child I did not.
You're right. You're taking a Marine's child to school, allegedly. Allegedly.
Don't you be.
And if I had, I would disown. Okay.
Wow.
Let's go through this again. You haven't
Now you see why I call him a salty liberal?
learned
Yes.
yet. Are you incapable of seeing anything
Once again, making fun of my eyesight. Anyway.
outside of the prism of Democrat and Republican? Is that what this is?
Man.
When did I tell any of y'all to go vote for Trump?
Never.
When I tell any of y'all to vote for Trump? Y'all vote
Never.
for whoever you want to vote for. Hell, I voted for a few Democrats the last few election cycles. So, see, he doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about. But anyway.
Whatever. Pussy.
Are you just so illiterately bold that it is impossible for you to see anything outside of Democrat and Republican?
You really shouldn't be talking about yourself like
You
that,
shouldn't be talking. You beat me to it.
You were the same motherfucker because you were trying so desperately to kiss ass to get accepted. You were the same motherfucker.
In all honesty, I don't know if I'm accepted by MAGA or not, and quite frankly, I don't give a shit. Seriously, I don't know if I'm accepted by MAGA or not. I'm sure there are some MAGA people. Still don't know if I'm accepted by MAGA. Just don't care. People who respect me, and certainly there are racist MAGA people out here. I've never denied that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Okay, I will sit up and tell people that the Democrats are the party of KKK, Republicans free to slaves. Nobody gives a shit. And if you have to go that fucking far back to find any glory in the side that you live in or the side that you vote for, your party is ass.
Okay, let's go to the 1920s, since that's a little bit more recent. And by the way, those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it, dummy. So, who played Birth of the Nation in the White House again? Oh, I'm sure it was the mean old Republicans, right? Who played Birth of the Nation in the White House again?
Woodrow Wilson?
It was a Democrat.
Woodrow Wilson?
Who the last Democratic president we have, who had stage 4 prostate cancer. Who was his mentor again? Oh, right, a Klan member named Strom Thurmond.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean the same guy that wrote the 1994 crime bill?
Yes.
On a political level, you're going to keep voting for a party that does not want you. They have made this.
Wow, you said that if the Democrat want heterosexual men in any shape or fashion, he actually said it as if the Democrat Party wants heterosexual males voting for them, which clearly by their actions they don't.
You know, the even funnier part is, of all the presidents in recent history, Trump is the only one whose family never owned slaves.
Yep, even Obama's family owned slaves.
Even Obama's family owned slaves.
Abundantly clear.
But whatever.
Did you think when they said black fatigue, your ass wasn't talked about? Yeah, stupid.
Yeah, we're all the N-word to them. What else is new? Yeah, what else? Oh, you think you're not the N-word to the Democrats?
For
that
real?
You take up for? The ideology you take up for? Really, bro? You don't think you're included? With a hard R to them?
You don't think you're included in that, dog?
But you are. They were talking about your black ass. You were part of black fatigue, idiot. No matter how much you dance for dry ass Popeye's biscuits without an ounce of water within 10 miles.
Oh, I'm just gonna I'm gonna show you a minute. I ain't the one buck dancing for dry ass biscuits.
Y'all hear me?
I hear buck dancing for dry ass biscuits.
Yeah.
You're still part of it, dummy.
Oh.
But more than anything, you were voting against the best interests of every fucking person in your life.
Based on what facts? Based on what fact, Thomas? If you're watching, you listen.
What's the rule?
If you're listening, matter of fact, I'll go on to put it out. If you're listening, if you're watching or you're listening, here's the link. Come up. Based on what facts?
What are we talking
I'm sure you don't give a fuck, and I'm pretty sure they don't give a fuck about you. But you cannot sit up and try to give anybody any sort of salient ass advice about anything, especially when you don't know what the fuck you are talking about.
Okay.
Here we go
We're
again.
gonna see if you know what you're talking about.
Which he does.
That's on a political level. You have no fucking idea what you speak of. You don't. You
can tell yourself that lie. Okay.
Okay, prove it.
Or you take the same shit that you heard some other goofy motherfucker say that is.
Oh, you're one to talk.
Really?
Said some other goofy motherfucker said that some white supremacist said. You sound like.
You really want to have this conversation?
A fucking broken Xerox.
Guys, fellas, You're gonna see what I'm talking about in a minute. Let's finish out this video.
Talking to you right now is wasting my goddamn time. Not yours, mine. I'm giving you glory, and you are giving me fucking.
Actually, I'm probably wasting my time now too. This is the only video that's gonna have his name tagged in it. I guarantee you.
Yes. And on a personal level, this is the only attention you get. Now I understand you have a kink fetish of being beat down by a smarter black man, and I get that, but you probably need
a smarter black man, really? Okay, anyway.
To find somebody else to find.
Smarter black man.
You do.
According
because
to
you
who?
are literally, quite literally, beneath me.
That remains to be seen, but okay.
I am literally stepping on your fucking forehead to even have this goddamn conversation.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
How?
Not until you actually have the debate.
I really feel sometimes like that line in Braveheart. Who is it that speaks to me?
I'm so glad he went through this.
I needed his advice.
Now you do know who he's quoting, right? In the movie.
No, he doesn't.
He's quoting King Longshanks. The bad guy that was doing all the fucked up shit in the movie and threw his son's gay lover out the window.
You are a waste of my time, child.
Then why are you responding to him?
Child, you're 12 years older than me. Fuck you. Oh, so wait, so you're the king that thought it was okay to have your night sleep with the Scottish's wives that have first dibs on any Scotsman that got married? Oh, you want to compare yourself to that dude? Not a good comparison. Yeah, dummy. I watched the movie Braveheart, so that's not a good comparison, brother. I'm just saying.
I'm
you
not
want to be
saying.
Longshanks, really? You thought I hadn't watched the movie, dummy?
I've asked you to go live. You chicken the fuck out.
Now that I think about it, he probably watched the stream and then deleted that video.
Why? Because you can't stand on none of that bullshit you talk about.
I'm live now. And I don't always check my TikTok message, so I probably missed your message.
If you threw one.
When did you? And I'm not going back to all my TikTok messages to find his challenge either. Call me out. In fact, I've been going live every week for the past 2 or 3 years. So, and I've dealt with smarter and better. So,
I have seen all of your videos.
No, you haven't.
In one. It's the same shit. Ooh, let me regurgitate what's gonna give me the business.
I guarantee you hasn't. I guarantee you he hasn't.
You guys have no idea what you're in for. He's talking about himself. If you don't believe me, wait till this video get done.
I insult your appearance because
I'm waiting for him to say something of
that's
value.
the only way I can think.
You're gonna be waiting for a while. Don't hold your breath.
Think of to get you to understand that you can't see me.
Not another blind joke. Really?
I am John Cena in your fucking world.
Say that again, AL.
Can you just fast forward to when y'all debated? Because this dude
he never came up.
So y'all never went toe to toe.
No, he's talking shit like he fought somebody and he never
Let me
won
know.
a battle.
Let me know when you are ready to put that bullshit that you've been chasing around on my nuts for 2 years to the test. If you ain't willing,
nah, bro, I ain't looking at your nuts like that. Seriously.
The show improves. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Host a live. I'll show up. I'll host a live. You show up. So I can literally eviscerate your ass once and for fucking all. But if you're not going to do that, you're going to be the coward ass motherfucker I've known you to be for 2 fucking years. Continue to make these dumbass comments, and all I'm going to do is laugh at your stupid ass and block you because you're wasting my fucking time. Nobody wants to kiss the Democratic Party's ass. I don't give a fuck if you do or not.
And why are you doing it?
I think I've made it perfectly fucking clear that I'm not a Democrat or a Republican or progressive or conservative.
You're acting like one.
A liberal. Okay, I know. I'm a goddamn damn near socialist, stupid. Meaning I'm smarter than you.
Okay, we're gonna put that to the test.
Go pick up a book. Any book. Fuck to you. Fuck what it is. Cat in the hat. I don't care. When you get your intelligence level nearly close.
I know, Lion.
Close
I know.
to what I was leaving out of high school, then maybe I'll talk to you. Until such time,
you were 12
you're
years
wasting
old.
my time, child. I should start charging you for these lessons.
You're not old enough or smart enough to call me child, so yeah.
Show ignorant ass.
And he ends with that.
So, Bernie Sanders goes on the Andrew Schultz podcast and basically says, in non-simple terms, in order for us on the left to win elections, we got to go listen to the podcast bros and the soon-to-be the people that are currently in the depths of the alt-right pipeline.
Turned out he was right.
Yep. That was said.
How long ago was this video, AB?
About 2 weeks ago.
Well, one could say Bernie was right.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever, ever. They can all.
Yeah, he's a real shitty liberal. He also hates passport bros.
Every one of them collectively, individually, as theater groups, can all go get the skull caps that you put when you get ready to go in the pool. Get them some nice Speedos or some fucking swim trunks. I don't really care. Get some flippers or barefoot. I don't give a fuck. Find the highest diving board they can. I want them to jump on it 3 times, leap off, do a triple Lindy body splash or body spin, and they are more than welcome to come drown in this dick.
Johnny Walker Black, Mr. T.
You see, this is the fucking problem. This is what is called normalizing fucking behavior. No. If you are one of these kids that feel like you're walking on eggshells because you don't know what the fuck to say, that sounds like a you problem. That ain't a me problem. If you say N-word, I'm gonna smack the shit at you. I'm gonna smack you 3 times and have you calling me Susan. Susan. If you cannot walk,
as you can see, he's a shitty token liberal.
Through your life without saying a gay slur or a trans slur, stay home.
Yeah, that's enough of him.
Are you kidding me?
Stop the cap.
Lower expectations.
Tiger uppercut.
Pretty much.
Whatever, dog. Okay. All that shit sounds nice. Cool story, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds nice.
AB, I gotta, for all the bullshit he spewed, I could just think of one thing.
Great googly moogly.
Actually, wrong button. I could think of
Playoffs? We'll talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Playoffs.
Read that for me, please.
I got. Is anybody into cologne? Here?
Yeah, I am a little bit. Yeah, I am.
Yo, if you got the money, get Mind Games. Blockade. This
Mind
shit
Games?
is the truth.
Mind Games Blockade.
Yeah.
I got a box of Johnny Depp's.
what happened.
Yeah, you cut out.
No, can you hear me?
Hear you now.
Oh my bad. Yeah, I got a bottle of Johnny Depp's cologne, Dior Sauvage. It's actually pretty cold.
Okay.
What's up, Chaos Brain?
Says it's called Mind Games. I'll look into it.
Mind Games Blockade.
Mind Games Blockade.
They got different colognes that's made from every piece of the chessboard.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's tough.
Okay.
Mind Games Blockade. Okay, will do. You hear that, FD? Does that sound like something that incels talk about? Faggot.
Dumbass.
Does that sound like something that losers talk about?
Can I answer that question, Lion, please?
Go right ahead, dog.
I'll answer it with a sound.
Lord,
to that shitty liberal about your life.
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
Thank God. You know what? The cold part of the cold part about this shit. FD talk about he feeling safe. Nah, motherfucker, we feeling safe because
We're feeling ultra.
We feeling like demolition. We feeling like the rat crew for a minute. We were feeling like the rat crew underground and demolition man. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Thank God we was wrong.
Dead wrong.
We did not want. Here's the cold part. We did not want to be right. That's the astonishing thing about all this. Everything we're saying. We didn't want to be right.
Mm-mm.
We didn't.
We truly didn't.
But thank God we were wrong. And here's the thing about it. All the people that voted that you shitting on voted for Trump, they have no idea what the red pill is.
Nor do they have any idea what more is coming from it.
Nope.
They have no idea.
But hey, whatever, man.
He's one of these panderers that always believes what black women say, right? Am I reading this correct? Am I reading this page correctly?
Yes, I think that's a fair assessment.
That's a fair assessment. Okay. And let me make another attempt at an assessment as it's 1 o'clock in the morning and my brain's kind of going right now. He's one of these kind of panderers that believes everything that black women say and that the white woman is all kinds of bad juju. Am I fair in that?
I mean, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I can have a little fun before I go to bed. Empty signifier. Since you want to believe that no white woman should be hanging around any black man, bingo. Take that, motherfucker.
I mean, at this point, you don't think any white man should be any white woman should be around any black man. I'm like, man,
Do it one more time.
Say it again.
See your picture one more time.
A FD signifier. So not supposed to mix, huh? Bingo.
Oh well.
Take that. 6 years this month. We've been married. 7 years together this summer.
And as a matter of fact, I mean, since you worried about the young chaps, oh, you are not ready. Since you worried about the young chaps, oh, just wait.
Oh man,
just wait. Wait until them interracial couple numbers go up.
Like the Giants, like the New York Giants on the goal line.
Yeah, let's have a little fun here, though.
Everybody in tight.
You about to play a Keisha video? She already got.
She already looks pissed.
She already looks done.
Oh no! Wait a minute! I got to find the original video though, because that's a 360 smooth video.
Hey, Lion, what'd you say? Lion, what'd you say? She already looks done.
Oh, she already looked done. She already got that. She already got that damn. I see that old ashy T-shirt. Oh God, what you got, Thelma?
Mm-hmm.
Thelma. Oh God, I knew somebody named Thelma.
What you got for us, Thelma? Go ahead with your bonnet. Go ahead.
Don't disrespect Thelma like that. That used to be my crush back in the day. Good times, Thelma.
Oh
yeah.
So I'm paying her a compliment. All right, so
No. You choose somebody else.
I got to change the name.
Yeah.
We'll go with 360 smooth video. Hold on, wait a minute. Make sure this is up.
Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got, Tasha. What you got to say, Tasha?
It's always the ones that look like this that talk the most shit.
Wait for it.
Y'all men better be careful, because the women's is leaving and we ain't looking back.
Bye.
Hold on. Hold on.
We're supposed to share because
bye.
Wait.
Hey, AB. She sounds like she smoked a box of Black and Milds before she made the video.
Nobody cares anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Where you going? If you were going somewhere,
you'd have left.
You would shut your mouths, and you wouldn't be trying to give us so much grief over the fact that so many of us have rejected you, don't want to deal with you, have skipped over you, have relegated you to just being recreational use only. So where you going?
Y'all
fuck where you going.
Better be careful, because the women are leaving. We leaving.
Mine ain't.
We don't stay no more.
And
fuck where you going. You need help packing?
You dip
exactly.
each other.
Hey,
you need an extra bag.
Hey, you know what's funny? You know how they talk about like you got the permanent underclass?
Uh-huh.
A lot of these women are permanent side pieces.
Oh,
Yeah, because all they qualify for is dick and distance.
You go on lying and gaslighting expeditions
Hot
like
Cheetos.
the one you're about to start now.
We pay our own bills.
No, you don't.
While begging,
Big Daddy
asking,
government.
or demanding that we pay your bills. So that's a lie.
We pay our own car note.
That's a
The
lie.
same lie.
Our own light bill.
3 for 3.
We put gas in our own car.
4 for 4.
4 for 4.
We pay for our own extracurricular activities.
5
Lie
for
number
5.
The women are leaving men.
No, they're
Grow
not.
up. The women are leaving.
If all you have to offer are lies, then fuck it. Go already.
See you later.
You need help packing?
See you later, alligator.
And
And
no one
after
fighting
all,
for y'all. Ain't no one fighting for y'all. The fuck you? Is
See
that
you later, alligator, and no after a while, crocodile.
ain't no one chasing you?
No one, and no one wants to chase you.
Ain't no one chasing you. Go ahead. No one cares. Because at the end of the day, y'all gonna have to go outside in the sexual marketplace and find out who you really qualify for. So go ahead.
Men don't really understand women.
I like your question, Lion.
we
Do you
understand
need help
And that's why
packing?
he's not here. His child's not here. His child's friends. Like a
Bro. Hi there, TikTokers. Apparently, Charleston White was correct when he said some women just really need a foot in their ass. They're needed. And I'm not joking. And to prove the point, let me show you this young lady here.
Never feel guilty for having to walk away from the good guy.
Okay.
Yeah, folks, don't worry.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
If you
whoa,
thought
whoa,
you-
whoa, whoa.
You
Back
heard-
up. Back up. Back the fuck up.
She said never feel guilty for walk away from the good guy?
Yes.
Did
You
I
heard what
hear?
she said? You didn't. She said what she meant.
Cool.
Listen again.
Never feel guilty for having to walk away from the good guy. Just because he's a good guy, just because he's a gentleman, just because he treats you well, just because he's generous, just because he's successful and he's nice and all of those things, that's not a reason alone to choose him. He could be a good guy, but that doesn't mean that he is good enough for you.
Whoa,
So
whoa,
essentially-
whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
The man could have
Time
the
out.
best attributes that a man could ever hope to have,
Uh-huh.
but because your standards might be unrealistic or shallow or downright abusive and counterproductive, yeah, you should leave that guy. And for what? The opposite of that?
No, ain't no questions. We ain't asking no
What?
questions.
You think
Go
you're
ahead.
gonna get a guy with all those attributes?
Pause
and
that.
He's gonna have even
Hold on, wait a
more amazing attributes on top of that?
Go ahead.
I disagree with the gentleman, and I agree with her. You want to know why?
Why?
Because that was a sign from God for protecting you from unnecessary aggravation.
Yeah,
True.
pretty much.
That
That's
is
why I
give you
said
that.
that's my response is cool. Leave. Go.
Adios. You're lost.
Cool. Leave. Because at the end of the day, you gotta go outside and find and go out and get quote unquote better men. Good
Look,
luck.
in the words of Professor Peterson, if she do not choose you, she is right. She's correct.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Do not chase people who do not appreciate you.
That's right.
That's right.
You at the end of the day, you gotta go. At the end of the day, your black ass still gotta go outside and compete in the sexual marketplace and find out for real who you really qualify for. And at the end of the day, you can blame men all you want, but that's a skill issue.
Yeah.
It is not men's fault you suck at hypergamy.
Exactly how many different men do you think are that unique or that special?
It don't
and
even
that
matter.
you all collectively have access to? Men who have all those attributes and are willing to settle for you. All right.
Doesn't mean that he is right for you, and you should not have to compromise on your standards or your non-negotiables because he's
Standards. Okay.
a good
Have your standards.
Now, just to remind you, her definition of the good guy included being a gentleman, treating you well, being generous, and being successful.
Check.
Well, goddamn, what else do you want?
Nah, here's a better question. Here's a better question. So even with all those quote unquote standards you have as a woman, what happens when you run into the guy you do want and you don't meet his standards?
Ooh.
What happens then?
Adios, amigos. Adios, my friend.
success in their
That's
life.
what
They
happens.
already have these characteristics as a decent human being. That is not a reason.
She's already proved she doesn't qualify for such
Man.
men.
Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
No,
Actually, she is.
Actually,
Yes,
she's
she
a
is.
genius.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Louis. She's a genius. She's telling you she doesn't qualify.
You
She-
say yeah, she
look,
is.
you know,
She's telling
like-
you she don't qualify because if she did, she would have had him already.
Do any of y'all like those nature channels?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know the frogs with the bright colors that it shows you to stay away from because they're poisonous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she is.
TikTok is nature. They're
Yeah.
showing you who they are.
TikTok's the nature channel.
You're not lying. He that's the truth.
That's
He is
I
right.
can see that. I don't have
He is
TikTok, but I
right.
can see
They
that.
have
I
all of
can
these
see that.
great attributes.
Stop.
It's what makes them good men.
Look, stop watching TikTok to get rage, like doom porn. No,
Oh, nah.
This is studying. You're going into the natural habitat and studying the creature.
Yes.
You find the intel. It's like the crocodile hunter. You're going out,
Right.
You're looking at certain characteristics, like it's like Pokemon, Monster Hunter.
Yeah. I just ask questions. Like I just been asking questions. I still haven't gotten answers because I was in another live where like they were doing this bashing black men. Like somebody sent a super chat pretty much talking about how derelict black men are. I was like, okay, cool. Say all that's true. Why can't y'all get better men?
How can a man walk away from a child?
Hold up. Pause
that.
that.
He's been
Pause.
raising for 3.
Pause. Her eye, one eye is
Yeah, she looked weird as hell.
What the fuck?
What's wrong with her eyes? Are those contacts?
No, her eyes is not even.
Oh God.
One is higher than the other.
How can a man
Oh, she
walk
got a
away from
lazy eye.
child that he has been raising for 3, 5, 10, 15 years simply because the DNA test shows that he's not the biological father?
Right, exactly.
And soon you'll be walking across the floor.
How can a man walk away from a child that he has been raising for 3, 5, 10, 15 years simply because the DNA test shows that he's not the biological father?
Actually, you could be right. She might be cross-eyed, or it's a bad angle.
Her symmetry is messed up.
Nah, her eye, I think one of those eyes is a lazy eye.
Or it could be the one of it's actually a glass eye.
Yeah, that too.
How can a man walk away from a child that he has been raising for 3, 5, 10, 15 years simply because the DNA test shows that he's not the biological father? Hear me out here. I'm not being insensitive. I know that his world has just been turned upside down. I know he feels betrayed. He's devastated. I empathize. I sympathize with his predicament. However, how is one able to walk away from a child that one has bonded with, loved, nurtured, poured blood and sweat into, simply because the DNA test shows that you're not the biological father?
What in the name of
understand getting rid of the
what is
wife.
wrong with you?
You know what? It's a very simple answer. Because he can.
Seems simple.
So
to me.
what?
Girlfriend. The word I actually want to use starts with a W and rhymes with shore. Get rid of the W.
But the children or the child, the innocent child, it is flummoxing to me. Now, I'm not a man, and I do not know how this impacts men.
No
I also
shit.
know that
No
there's
comment.
Why are you making a
deep
video?
shame. But were I in that predicament, of
Hold
course
on,
I
pause
would
for
be
a minute.
devastated. I'd be.
First of all, you do not once hear her talk about holding the mother of the child accountable for the paternity fraud. You do not hear her saying, why is the mother owning up for her deception?
You want to
Because understand.
You want the answer, Neymar?
Go ahead.
You got a King James Bible?
No.
Well, go into Book of Genesis with the story of the garden.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got one better. Proverbs 30:20.
Is that we're staying on a roof than being in a house with a...
No, that's 21:19. Proverbs 30:20 says, an evil woman will eat your food, wipe her mouth, and say she did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I agree with that. And it's true.
No, yeah, and as also what is it they said? There's another verse I can't forget what I don't know where it is, but it's in the book of Proverbs where it says, from the lips of an evil woman drips honey.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You know what? Let's just go to Proverbs. Yeah. I got it like that. Here's my favorite. Proverbs 14, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, class, what does it say?
The sovereign Lord is my strength. He makes my feet like the feet of
Oh,
a
no.
deer.
That's not it. Wait. You was reading the wrong one. It just took a while.
I'm sorry.
The wise woman builds her house.
Yes.
But hold on, wait a minute. Just a second. Let's do this again. All right, let's read this again. A wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands, the foolish one tears hers down. Sound like the black community to anybody?
Amen to that.
What's that saying, AB? Idle hands are the devil's tools?
Yes.
Exactly.
Nah, the black community is like Wakanda in Secret Wars, decimated.
Lion, why are you must to say something that's cruel? That is cruelty to animals right there.
I got a proverb.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put my camera up?
Hold on 1 minute.
Put it up, baby.
Hold on 1 minute. Let me. What's wrong with my? Daggone it. What's wrong with my mouse?
Need new batteries?
No.
Mm. Let me get on out of here because I'm
right.
getting to fall asleep. Thanks for having me up. I appreciate y'all.
Say hi to BGS's sister-in-law while you're at it.
Will do. Thanks.
Okay.
Now, my leg.
That's about what I'm saying right now. Good night.
Yeah. I'm about to drop off too. I just wanted to say that. I'm like, all this talk about the red pill, and the cold part about it is the red pill will be the guys who are red pill will be the first ones to tell you how to defeat it. Change the laws.
Yeah. My proverb is instead of wasting money on an ungrateful broad, you could buy a new controller.
You ain't
shit.
You ain't shit.
Are those third party or first party controllers?
This is a Nikon. This is why I play my shooters, and this is fighting.
Okay, they're third party. Okay.
It's funny. I just bought it.
Tricks. And this is a
That's
Nikon.
dope.
All right.
Funny. Okay. I just pre-ordered a new PlayStation 5 controller for a video game called Death Stranding 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, when is that coming out?
The end of this month.
Oh, okay.
There's a
Hey,
new
Lion,
there's
have
a
you
new
played the first one?
controller. If you're on the PS5, you can see the controller. You can actually pre-order the controller. Yo, that controller is fire. I'm buying it.
I'm waiting for the Mortal Kombat collection to come out.
That's real.
But if you're on a Cologne, get this shit.
Mm.
Will do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Mortal Kombat collection to come out. They're releasing all the old arcade games.
Oh yeah, I saw that in State of Play. Yeah, yeah, that's what's up. I mean, other than that, like we pretty much the only thing we really got to look forward to is GTA.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I disagree with y'all. You don't have to wait till GTA to come out. All you got to do is wait till college football 26 comes out. It's
True.
over.
well,
I'm
look.
kind of done
wait,
with
wait.
2K games like that.
And during the fall, the new Call of Duty gonna come out.
Mm-hmm.
2K, yeah, 2K and all that, yeah. There's supposed to be something else.
And Madden gonna come out around what, August?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NCAA gonna come out first, then Madden.
And then November, you're gonna have the King of Shooters, which is Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That new Metal Gear drops the end of August too. That Metal Gear Delta remake.
Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, their dead ass should be a big ass GTA 6 party. I am definitely down for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have a launch party because that's gonna be the eye of the storm of this blizzard.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And it's coming out in spring, so that's when the weather gonna get warm. They're gonna be outside, and everybody's gonna be secluded in their homes playing. So restaurants, more restaurants ain't gonna get no revenue.
Nope.
Clubs, everybody's going. Oh God.
No. Everybody doing that club shit no more.
I can't be in a place where there's alcohol served personally, so I'm keeping my money where I need to be.
Yeah, real shit. Ain't nobody coming outside when Grand Theft Auto come out.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody coming outside?
My question is, how much is the base game going to be, and how much for the deluxe
$100
version,
DC,
the DLCs and everything?
Probably 100, but
100. I guarantee you that.
Here's my thing.
And people are going to buy it. They're going to drop a bill for the game.
But here's the thing, like, it's not that I blame them for setting that price point, but understand, you set yourself up for a high level of scrutiny. So if say Grand Theft, when they launch Grand Theft Auto 6 online, if that first day of launching is anything like how painful Grand Theft Auto 5 online was launching, you deserve every bit of scrutiny for charging $100.
Yep.
So you go ahead and charge it. Just be ready for that. Be ready for that blowback if you don't deliver.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like they're gonna be having another Red Dead come out.
It'll probably be a while. They probably work. That's probably a side project, but I think
Red Dead ain't coming out until PS6.
Probably not.
Where else can they take the story after?
I mean, Jack Murphy's still alive.
Not true.
Look, and in the next when this Grand Theft Auto 6 come out, when Grand Theft Auto 7 come out, we'll be on the PS8.
Probably. It's gonna be a long ass time for that one.
Remember, it was 15 years. This is gonna be 16 years after 5 came out next year.
2013. It was 2013 when Grand Theft Auto 5 dropped.
Oh man, 2013 was a rough year for me. I remember
You
that.
made it through, dog.
Oh yeah, I'm glad for that for the most part. But I was like,
I got you. Yeah, well.
But it could have been a whole lot worse. I mean, I remember it could have been a whole lot worse. At least I was dealing with a lot of shit.
I feel you. Glad you're all right though.
Me personally, I'm not a I'm content with just playing bully or cannon's cannon edit as it's called over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's more my thing or something like that. You know.
I gotta finish with the storyline with Monster Hunter.
All right.
I damn sure didn't finish that game, and I do have it.
I'm playing an oldie but goodie right now, Skyrim.
All right.
I went back and started playing. I was playing Spider-Man 2 earlier today.
Oh, okay.
I just felt like web slinging, beating the shit out of somebody.
Hey, whatever works.
You guys playing any of the games from previous consoles?
What was I doing?
Yeah, actually, I'm probably gonna eventually put Knights of the Old Republic on my PC. Play that.
Actually, all right. I mean,
and
currently I don't have a PS5. My PS4 right now is out of commission.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
And I've just been playing my PS3 and PS2.
And since episode 3, Star Wars episode 3 was 20 years, I've been playing the video game that came out, which that was actually pretty good.
Which one?
Episode 3, the episode 3 video game.
Oh, yeah, they did make a game for episode 3.
It wasn't bad though. It was pretty good. They had a dueling simulator.
Yeah,
and it let you go through episode 3. It actually let you play Darth Vader when he took out the Jedi Temple.
You know what is another throwback that was actually a good game based on the movie? That Lord of the Rings game that was on PS2. It was like it was a Lord of the Rings game, but you can play as Aragorn and them.
I'll tell you another good one.
Revenge of the Sith you're talking about on Xbox and PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
That's one. All right.
I hear you another good underrated movie game, Path of Neo.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. I played that.
Game was very underrated.
Very. I was just talking to my homie. We were talking about video games. I was like, you know, a game that does need to be that I will pay for a remake. Sleeping Dogs.
Ooh.
I'll pay for a remake of that game.
I got that game, but I haven't played through it yet.
Bro,
wait a minute. Since you brought up
need to play that.
Lion, since you brought up Sleeping Dogs.
What's up?
Have you ever played True Crimes LA or True Crimes New York?
Yes, I
hold
have.
on, wait a minute.
Love them both.
Actually, technically, Sleeping Dogs is True Crime. They just rebranded it.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. So it's the same creators and everything.
Yeah, it is.
So I think a game that I would pay $80 to get remade. Def Jam Fight for New York.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're gonna do that, you gotta also get. If you're gonna do that, you better get a port for Vendetta, because remember the story mode for Fight for New York is a continuation for the story mode of Vendetta.
I would say the same for the Splinter Cell games.
Oh, the entire trilogy. Yeah.
Yeah, Def Jam Fight for New York. Oh my gosh, I love
it. Yeah.
That game was MMA before MMA really burst out on the scene.
Pretty much.
That game.
And everybody had some. So there were guys who had some great intros at the beginning of the fight.
I need these game developers to stop being pussies and go ahead and really they talking about they want to elevate gaming and take it to the next level. Why don't you go ahead and remake Metal Gear Solid 1 on PS1? Stop being pussies.
Hell, why don't you make the entire series?
They're probably
experimenting
with
there was
this.
a PS3 port for the original 3.
Yeah, they're probably experimenting because that's why Snake Eater is the first one. So I think they plan to. I think they do plan to remake the other ones, but it depends on how this one goes because they're doing Snake Eater first.
It's Konami. First of all, the company owns it is Konami, and
Konami. Yeah.
Eiji Kojima, who is the creator of it and everything,
he's not there anymore.
I know he's not there anymore, but
he on the bigger and better things.
He's on the big. He started his own company. That's how
his new
Death
game.
Came from.
The sequel to his game, Death Stranding, and that's what's dropping in 2 weeks, the end of this month. He on the bigger and better things, and that game is fucking amazing.
I've never played Death Stranding. Is it good?
Well, here, all right, with it like this is probably one of the first games in a long time. You either love it or you hate it. There's no in between.
Okay. I kind of got the premise. You know, you're delivering shit and you're going across the United States.
Now, if you gonna play it, I'm gonna warn you. The first few hours of that game gonna be painful.
There's a lot of dialogue, right? That you gotta listen to.
Yeah, there is a lot of dialogue, but I mean, you'll be glad for the dialogue because it's it's actually giving you story and telling you. But yes, there is a lot of dialogue. But even the gameplay when you first start, when you're playing it, is gonna be a little painful. But it is
mocap and everything.
It's probably, but it is visually one of the best visual games, like from a visual perspective, on the on the PS5, especially
What
if
it
you have a
reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of, Lion?
What's up?
There's this old Kevin Costner movie called the Mailman or the Postman. That's
The
what it reminds me
Postman?
of. Yeah.
I don't think I watched that one.
It's a post-apocalyptic America where a drifter has to pretend to be a postman just to get ahead, just survive and everything.
Well, you know what? You know what it'll probably remind you, Postman. Probably, it's probably if you saw the movie Oblivion with Tom Cruise,
maybe
that's how it's gonna feel at first.
Never saw Oblivion, the Tom Cruise movie.
That was a good movie, by the way.
I played the video game. In fact, I gotta finish up the remastered version of Oblivion.
Oh yeah, but yeah, like I would suggest you play it. If you plan on playing Death Stranding 2, you should play 1. Just so you know what you're dealing with. Just so you know what you're dealing with. But the first few hours are gonna be painful. I'm telling you now.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I mean, the first couple hours at least of any game can be painful. That's when you get a feel for the game and understand what it's all about.
For sure.
And you're just trying to figure out, trying to find your way and try to figure out, what's the best strategy and everything. I trust and believe there's going to be people online going to be posting playthroughs. And me, I'm a cheap bastard. I'm going to admit that. So I don't buy the game on when it comes out. I just wait like a while when it's like on sale or something like that.
Oh no, expensive as these damn games is.
Hell yeah.
You ain't got it.
That's one of the reasons I went all digital. That's one of the reasons I went all digital. If you pay close attention to the market, to the Xbox story, them games be going on sale.
Well, Xbox gotta put their games on sale. Them niggas hurt.
I mean, I'm on I'm a PlayStation guy, and I purchase all my shit mostly digital.
Speaking of the devil, I'm mad they've been real quiet about it, but there's been no gameplay of it. You know, Gears of War is coming to PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard.
They already brought Forza to PlayStation.
We got Gears of
War.
We got
Xbox
Gears of War on
exclusive.
We got Gears of War on PlayStation before GTA 6.
That's fucked up, but yeah. My favorite Gears is GTA 3. I mean, Gears of War 3.
You know what? 5 is actually good.
Gears 2 with the Horde.
I mean, they all kept the Horde, but
Gears
5 was actually pretty good.
I need to download and play Gears 2.
But 2 was good. I think 2 might be my favorite too as well, though. 2 might be my favorite. But
I haven't really played 2. I need to go download and play 2.
Yeah.
It kept it obvious. Are you talking about with the riots with the ICE agents?
Yeah. Well, no. With 2, is that what happened? No, I think 2. I don't think we went that far. I think 2 is where they decided to dig in. They decided to go to their lair and take them out.
No, they had a riot today in California.
Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm completely my bad.
Yeah, because AL was talking about that earlier. That
they were rioting in Cali.
Yeah, with the ICE agents.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, ICE agents like stormed an area, and then like next thing you know, a riot breaks out.
Yeah,
they're
apparently,
like, hell no, get the fuck out
down there.
You know, Bitter Truth going to talk about that.
I'm sure he will, and I'm thinking like when people band together in a situation like that, trust and believe it's going to be a throwdown. So ICE agents got to be prepared for anything and everything that's going to happen.
What part of Cali?
I'm not sure. Well, I saw a little bit of it while I was at work.
I'm gonna look it up.
We got tired. Got tired of them damn ICE. Got tired of them, huh?
Everybody's got their breaking point. You know, everybody's got their limit. There's only so much people can take before they say, you know what, fuck this shit. You want to take this? It's going to cost you how many lives? How many you willing to die for this shit?
It's only a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that reminds me, shit. Southern California, Art.
Yeah.
Art MC, shit. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow if he goes live or not. If he says anything. But yeah, we'll continue to do battle. At the end of the day, they keep talking this shit, but the red pill ain't going nowhere.
No, it ain't.
I mean,
Would you want to say name more?
Yeah, I'm just looking at this. I'm looking at Homeland Security website. I'm looking at also. This is in
I'm gonna
Cali,
get up out
so
of here.
all right.
Yeah, we're about to shut down a little early today.
No biggie.
If you
Sorry,
like,
came
if
late.
you like what you've seen today, you would like the show you've seen today, hit the Cash App and donate to the show. Cash App's in the chat and it's pinned to the top. Any last words before I play my outro?
Yeah. Be good to others, but first and foremost, be good to yourself first.
Amen. I'd like to thank everybody that.
Oh, sorry. My last
Go
words
ahead.
are, as usual, I just want to say, y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't never been shit. And never will be shit. And God bless y'all for it.
Damn right. I'd like to thank everybody that came through. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out.
Yo, this is AB Media 83. Want to support the channel? Hit the Cash App. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Also, be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be notified next time I upload a live stream or video. And always remember, keep it grinding, keep it pushing, keep it moving. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace.